you got criminals that have done some horrible things in real life, and they still get idol worship, bro. Like, it's so weird, bro. Like, God, you have to defend them. You have to defend them. Like, oh yeah, you got to see it from their point of view. Why? Because if it was a regular guy, if it was a regular black guy that done those things, oh, he's done.
Yeah.
He's done, bro. He's out, bro. Like,
can I also say something?
yeah.
Even rap has influenced the way people dress. Like, for example, you see lots of black boys dressing in all black, and that sends a stereotype. Like for me, for example, when I'm walking outside now, I don't wear a lot of black anymore because it presents a certain stereotype of like, oh, like it's gonna make me look like a bad man. Like for example, when I'm talking to old white people, yo, my British accent escalates because I'm like, I don't want them to know that I'm like the stereotypical black boy they see on the screen talking about gang, sex, women, you know, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
So it's about portrayal as well. It influenced the way black people have been portrayed in the media.
Yeah, look at how it is now. Like, bro, like, see you go Stratford, yeah?
Yeah.
You go Stratford shopping centre, bro. You see all these black boys. They're literally all dressed in the same uniform, bro. That same Nike Tech fleece. That same tracksuit, bro. It might be dark blue, but usually it's black.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah? And then they're wearing black Air Forces, bro.
Yeah.
That's it. And then now because of lockdown, now everybody's wearing masks.
Like
they
bro,
think they're ninjas, bro. Everyone thinks they're ninjas now. Like, bro, like, this is sad, bro. It's sad, fam.
And they complain that they get stopped in the street. I'm sorry. If I was a police officer, if I saw you wearing a bally outside, I'm questioning you. If you come into my shop,
bro, I'm a fighter, bro. I'm a guy that people don't look at and think, oh yeah, he's an easy target, he's a victim. That people do never think that when they see me because they know where you could kind of see, yeah. But even me, I'm looking when I'm walking through and I see these boys, I'm thinking, what are they up to, bro? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, so if I'm thinking that, the kind of person I am, what about these other people, bro?
Yeah.
Like, come on, like, do you get what I'm saying? And it's the culture. It's not even just the music.
Yeah.
It's the whole culture, bro. It's just
if you had a corner shop right now and a group of black boys, all black tracksuits, some wearing ballies, come into your shop, you are gonna question some things, right? Mm-hmm. You're gonna be alert and like look at the cameras. Like for example, me, whenever I come into a corner shop, bro, I'm being looked at differently.
Yeah.
And it's because of the stereotypes that have already been, being pushed by this type of music, this type of rap music.
Look, someone in the chat says, I think you're deep in it too much. No, it's not deep in it too much. You see the fact that you said, I think you are deep in it too much? That's why the community is fucked. That's why. Because too many people have that. Hold on, bro. Too many people have that mentality in our community. Too many. Yeah. Bro, that's the problem, fam.
There's even rap gospel, bro. Rap gospel. Rap gospel. What is that?
It's time to challenge these stereotypes, bro. Like, it's about time because you see the way the world is turning, bro. Like, fam, this can't carry on much longer, bro.
Yeah.
So like, bro, they're putting CCTV everywhere. Yeah. AI is taking over everything, bro. Like, people need to get their act together, bro. Yeah.
What music?
Like, for real, like, it's not a joke no more.
Alexa, you said you need to challenge the stereotypes and not succumb to them. So, if you don't mind my asking, what do you think about men who wear like crop top and flares?
What?
Yeah, because I feel like there's a level of.
That's just but a crop top and flares, that's something more you'd see a woman wearing though.
Men are wearing it, Richez. That's what I'm trying to say. If you actually look at like fashion now, well, what's considered as high fashion, I feel like a lot of the time they're trying to make male high fashion very feminine.
Yeah, like, but I don't think the majority of guys are buying in for that though.
People
what's the topic though?
are no. People are.
This is
Look at a
man.
lot of these
Nah, man.
influencers.
I don't
Look
think
at what a
if you
lot of
I don't like honestly. I don't think the majority of black guys, especially younger black guys, are wearing flares with crop tops. That's not
I
true.
feel like in the influencer world, it's common. Maybe not necessarily
Is that the general? Is that general?
I feel like a lot of people are starting to follow certain fashions. I do.
A whole lot of I
This is
feel. A
about
whole lot of I
revolution.
feel.
Hold on, one at a time. Go on.
I don't know if I'm the only one. That's what I'm saying. Like, people are saying it in the comment. Bare people are wearing flares. Bare men are wearing certain things that are like I would consider feminine. Even like these rappers who are
that's a different agenda.
even like these rappers who are celebrities. Like, look at all these rappers like what's it called? You got Lil Uzi, you've got ASAP Rocky.
Yeah.
Like, if you actually look at what they're wearing, what they're wearing is considered as high fashion, but it's very feminine. If you look at them,
I'll be real. What
all of them.
But hold on, like you see what they're doing in America. We're always kind of different to them.
But people here are doing it. Come on, Richez.
It's not in general though. Like it's not like, oh, if you walk outside and you see 100 black guys, they're wearing flares and crop tops. That's not true. Like you're talking about it like it's like the norm. That's not the norm. Like,
I feel like it's
when you go outside, what do you see? You see black boys wearing black Nike tech fleeces with their hoods up. You don't see them wearing crop tops. What are you talking about?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I feel like I'm starting to see a change in men. No, I'm being honest. I'm starting to see a change in men's fashion. Like, honestly speaking.
I don't know about that. But
can you write
that's another agenda. But like, look. I don't want to confuse the topic.
Okay.
Because you're talking about something else, which is a different agenda, which is valid. That's a valid point, and I do get what you're saying, but that's not really the core of what we're talking about today.
Okay.
What we're talking about today is the worship of rappers and criminals amongst black people. That's what I'm talking about today. Because that is always overlooked. Always. And I think that is weird. Why is that always overlooked?
Richez, can I make a point?
Go on.
So I'm not from London, but I'm from Ireland. But it's pretty much the same thing, basically. But have you noticed when other races of people speak to us, like white boys, whatever, the first thing they do is try and speak with us with slang, or they try and mention something to do with like pop culture, like oh, Top Boy. And I always find it funny that other black guys don't see a problem with this, and I'm like, don't you understand? Like, they don't even respect you. Like they only see you through a media lens.
Facts. Or if they don't talk with slang, it's like if they don't know where you're from, they'll try and say some little Jamaican phrase and stuff.
Yep.
Like, am I the only one that's clocked that? They'll put in this little Jamaican accent to say something to you. I'm not even Jamaican, I'm Nigerian, bruv. What are you doing, bruv?
If not Jamaican, they'll make a comment or say something like, oh, do you eat jollof rice? Or like, they'll just make a stupid comment.
Something. Like, do you get what I'm saying? And to me, I always just like, I would just ignore, or I just change the subject, because I know I'm just trying not to get upset, bruv, because I know I'm going to say something that's just going to make it mad awkward for everybody, bruv.
You should experience it within the workplace. It's worse in the workplace.
Oh yeah, like, definitely honestly, in the workplace.
It's in the workplace. It's like, it's so intolerable. Like, honestly speaking, the amount of microaggressions, especially as a black woman, you get in the workplace. It's
All right, go on. Tell us the black woman's experience with the microaggressions.
Okay, a perfect example. Say like you leave your hair out. They'll be like, oh my gosh, you left your hair out today. Oh my gosh, how did you do your hair like that? Or even if you get your braids done, oh my gosh, how did you do your hair? How long did it take? Oh my gosh, can you get your hair wet? Like, you'll just get stupid questions like that. Like, they'll be so fascinated about, I wouldn't even say it's fascinating. I feel like they're just taking a mick. Like, they will ask stupid questions like that. Like, even, oh, you wearing a wig today? Or you got your braids done? Or like, oh, how long does it take to do your braids? Oh, how did you do that? Like, oh my gosh, it's so crazy. And then if you leave your hair out, it's like, oh my gosh, how did you get your hair like that? How you get your hair to stay there? How do you get your hair to get in the afro? Like, just stupid questions. Like, just stupid questions.
Unpopular opinion, I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
What's that?
Unpopular opinion, I don't think there's anything wrong with them asking.
Okay.
I do, because it's not genuine.
Exactly, it's not genuine.
It's not genuine.
They're patronizing.
It's very patronizing when they're asking these questions. They're not saying it like they have concern or they're generally asking, because they're never going to do their hair like that. They don't have the desire to do their hair like that.
Why would they care?
Why they do things like that. It's the microaggressions.
Yeah, to be honest, it can be either or. But I think a lot of times it is the patronizing side. It is the patronizing side, right? Because they don't really care. Why do they care?
Don't. Why exactly?
Why would they care when they know they're the majority in their country? They don't need to assimilate to you.
Can I just make one point?
Do you know what? I started dealing with that stuff. I just respond with a throwaway statement because I know they don't really care. So neither do I. So I'll just say anything random that comes to mind, and I don't even care if it even makes any sense. Because I'm just like, right, what you said to me, I don't know. I'm not even processing it. I'm just going to respond with anything. Yeah. And then I'll just leave it at that. And if they don't get it, I'm just like, right, I'll just probably say another random statement.
Especially as a black guy, you got to be extra careful. Because it's probably best to just say something random that doesn't make sense. Because, like, you know, you're angry black guy, intimidating. Oh, my God, King Richez said this to me.
Black men straight away. If you lot respond, you're aggressive.
Can I just add something on Bev's point? Sorry, I just picked up on the live before I'm going to bed, so just a quick one. Yeah. On Bev's point, with like the hair extensions thing, I completely agree, because if you ask a white woman how long it takes to colour her hair, like they're sat in the chair for 6 to 8 hours. But when you say, oh, you know, when they go like, oh, how long did it take to do your braids? Oh, 5 hours. What? Really? I could never sit in the chair that long. But when they do their hair, they get tape-ins and all these microlinks. It takes equally as long. So I think it's just a thing where, you know, as a black woman or black man in the office, you're just the muse. You know what I mean? And subject of discussion. So I just wanted to make that point.
No, I hear that.
It's because we're also very versatile when it comes to hair. Like, we'll have different types of braids, different type of cornrows. Sometimes we might wear wigs. Sometimes you'll leave your hair out. I think the versatility just confuses them, honestly speaking.
But you know the truth is that someone just said in the chat, which is true. They said, but we are in a foreign land as a minority, and that's true. So they don't have to be quote unquote sensitive to our journey or life or whatever, because they're the majority and it's their country, really.
What has my hair got to do with work? Just out of curiosity, what has my hair got to do with work?
Yeah, because they don't have to be sensitive to don't ask questions about my hair. They don't have to do that, because they're not necessarily, because really and truly you can perceive it as patronizing, but on the surface they can say, no, I genuinely was asking a question, and that's it.
King Richez, quick question.
And trust me, the hair thing is not even the wickedest. And for me, this is why, I don't know, maybe I've worked in a corporate environment for too long and I've just developed tactics to just kind of, I don't know, let it go over my head. Because, it's just like, it's this is one after another. And then it's like, right, like, you know, I've got other things to focus on. And if I'm going to react to that, it's just going to distract me of what I need to do. I don't know. It doesn't even register with me anymore.
I don't know.
I get it.
I feel like the hair thing is one, but then another thing is, for example, when you bring packed lunch. Oh my days! Like,
what's that? Is that foo-foo?
Exactly. If you bring your food into work and oh my gosh, what's that smell? Oh my gosh, what are you eating? Oh my gosh, what seasoning did you use to season that? And this and that, and it's just like it even puts you off even wanting to bring packed lunch to work.
Sorry.
Like, honestly,
no, I hear that. But we're kind of straying from the topic, like, and I really want to get everyone's view on the topic, because we're talking about things that are kind of, it's diverting away, and I'm not really feeling that. Yeah, let's stick to the topic. Yeah, the topic is the black community, black people They idol worship criminal culture and rappers, criminals and rappers, bro. And I believe that is a big problem. That's a big mistake, which sets us back. Do you get what I'm saying? And that's what I really want to delve into, because this is something that it's just been consistent. From before I was even born, it's been like this. So, like, what do you lot think about it?
Initially, music was a way of freedom for our ancestors. Music was a form of expression. So I just think over time, I feel like music has actually been corrupted, because if you actually look at the foundations of rap and hip hop, that all comes from jazz, from beatbop, which is from like slavery times. But like I said, I don't know, along the lines, I feel like music has just been corrupted because our ancestors used music as a form and as expression.
Yeah, but we're not in that time anymore, though.
I'll be real.
Like, I feel like I'll be honest with you, yeah. And this is the way my brain works. Like, I don't give a crap what was going on before. We are too smart and too advanced, yeah. We have the internet. We have resources to know the history of everything that's going on and blah, blah, blah. We're so advanced now. How can we still go on and on about what happened 400 years ago, bruv? Bro, like, right now, we as individuals, all of us, we make choices for ourselves. It's not because of someone that lived when we didn't even know that person, bruv. We have to make choices now. We understand what the society we live in. We understand the discrimination we go through. We understand that we are ethnic minorities, and our mum and dad told us we got to work 5 times harder than every white man to get the same results. We know that, bruv. So why are we still looking at rappers and criminals as superheroes when they're not, bro?
I think the issue's a lot deeper. I hear what you're saying, and I generally I do agree, but I think the issue's a lot deeper than that. And when we're trying to unpack almost 400 years of trauma, it's not as simple as just stop doing it. This is a generational mindset that's been passed down throughout centuries, not even generations, centuries. So it you know,
yeah,
I know
what I'm saying, I'm not saying that history is totally irrelevant.
Yeah,
what I'm saying is we know what it is. Do you get what I'm saying? How long do you need to say, 400 years ago there was slavery, 400 years ago there was slavery, 400 years ago there was slavery? Bro, that was 400 years ago.
But Richez, I think it's also like, I mean, okay, I'm not delving too much into conspiracy rabbit hole because I'm a bit of a conspiracy nut, but there's a lot of things that have been done along the way to kind of put a stunt on the growth of Black communities. And I know we shouldn't be blaming others, but for example, we look at America, Black Wall Street. They dropped bombs on Black Wall Street, obliterated the place, and then put drugs into the Black neighborhood. You know, I know these things. I think it's getting better because there's more and more information available, so we can access these things. Whereas before, it was just labeled conspiracy. But I think now, you know, with all this information available to us on TikTok, YouTube, all of these things, I think our generation is becoming a bit more enlightened, you know, but I hear it.
Yeah, but like, okay, cool. So, like, what? So, okay, why is it? Okay, I want to ask, and I want to ask the newer guests as well. Why do you believe that Black people? Because I've got my own theory, but I will let you lot say it first. Why do you believe Black people are so like hyper focused on rappers and criminals?
I don't think
why are they seen to be heroes? When really and truly that's the minority of Black men, number one. And there are a lot of examples of legitimate Black men that do legitimate things and are successful. Why is it that we only look at to Stabby the rapper? Or
I don't think that's actually what's happening though. I think what's happening is the media is picking and choosing what they want to promote and what they want to push through the algorithms. That's what's happening.
Exactly.
When we speak on a one-to-one basis, like when I speak to you or when I go speak to my friends, they're not saying that they look up to these other rappers. And even if they did, they're talking about people like Jay-Z and like the business aspect of what he's done or what 50 Cent's done with doing Power and these things. So they're not talking about like what they were doing 20 years ago in the rap game and on the streets. They're talking about where they've come from, how far they've come, and how they've turned their life around. So I think it's just, and we see it all the time with social media. It's not just in our own communities, even with celebrities from every race. Negative news gets pushed more. Negativity.
But don't you see how that can still be a problem if the first person you not you personally, but the first person you think of when you think, oh, a black guy that done well, then you talk about Jay-Z and 50
no,
Cent.
I said that to illustrate that even when our BLK men are looking up to other men that may have come from the streets. They're not looking up to them for their past. They're looking up to them for where they're at now. That's why I said Jay-Z and 50 Cent, because they come from that background.
But this is the thing. They still came from that though.
But
They
don't
still came
You're
forget.
missing the point of why I
So
brought that up.
no, but listen to my logic, yeah.
Yeah.
If you look at 50 Cent of Jay-Z, right? And you're like, okay, well, he's successful. They're these businessmen. They created this. They created that. That's someone to aspire to emulate, right? Bruh, they came from somewhere. So you're not just going to look at where they are. You're going to look at their timeline. You're going to look at what did they do? What did they do to get? You're going to look at, and I'm a guy, and I'm telling you, this is how guys are going to think. They're going to think, how can I even get to that position that he's in to do the things that he's doing now? Oh, he sold poison in his community. Well, you know what? If he done it, then there must be some kind of like something good out of doing that.
But don't forget, behind these rappers,
that wasn't the
judgment
point
on
I
it.
was
It kind of dilutes the negative connotation to doing those things because it's like a success story.
But Richez,
That
you
wasn't-
also got to
I get what you're
remember,
saying, Richez, but that
behind
wasn't
these
the point of what I
rappers
was saying.
is a lot of the let's just say the corporate YT people pushing this agenda of these drill rappers, whether you like it or
Yeah,
not.
but black people support it as well, though.
But
Yo, Richez.
what I'm trying to say is, as Top Barb was saying, a lot of the time the negative things is what the media pushes out. And remember, it's the YT people behind this pushing out these agendas.
Yeah. I agree with you.
So hence why I'm saying, like, for example, you will get the positive black role models. The YT people ain't really checking for them like that. Don't forget, they have, I'm not even trying to sound like a conspiracist, but they do have a lot of control when it comes to the media.
Yeah.
So they are pushing a lot of the negative things that are going on in the BLK community. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but this is the thing, yeah? They can like whatever they want, yeah? But at the same time, if there was none of these guys there to create this media, there would be nothing to push.
No,
Do you
because
get
you've
what
got
I'm saying?
central. No, you've got
And the
central.
thing is, let me make this point quickly.
just
yeah?
make a
The reason-
central C.
let me just say this. I'm gonna let you speak straight after, yeah? Like, I do a lot of reaction videos on YouTube, yeah? A shameless plug, King Richez on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe, all of that, yeah? Boom. Anyway, yeah, I do a lot of reaction videos to Pop the Balloon or Find Love videos. Various platforms, not just the biggest one, all these different platforms. Guess what you notice every time these guys come out? Oh, what's your name? What's your age? And what do you do? Guess what they always say, bruv? I'm an artist. I'm a rapper. They always say that, even if they've got a regular job. I'm a rapper. I'm an artist. I rap songs. You know what I'm saying? Bruv, why, bruv?
Well,
Why is that like the pinnacle of success to black guys to
I'll
be a
be so
rapper?
real, Richez. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, let's be real. The type of shows that you're talking about, the producers seek out rappers and up and coming artists that are looking for a platform to promote their stuff. So that's why you're gonna see that a lot of the time. A normal guy that works a normal job is not looking to go and pop the balloon.
But even in real life as well. We know there's loads of failed rappers, bro.
But okay, cool. Fair enough though, Richez, but I agree with Top Pub, because if we're gonna be real, a rapper's not going on The Apprentice. Like, come on.
Why not?
You know, the lifestyle.
Hold on, why not? Why
Come
not?
on,
Richez, seriously? Come on.
No,
You're gonna have to
I'm
ask
asking you,
them.
genuinely, why not? Why would these rappers, if they're really about business, like they want to be like Jay-Z, right? They want to
Because
be
to
like
them,
50
that's
Cent,
not
right?
really
So why
their
wouldn't they go?
market.
Why wouldn't they go on The Apprentice?
Because to them, that's not really their market. They're very small-minded.
Their market.
Yes, that's not their market.
Surely,
It don't
if you
fit
went
their
on The
brand.
Apprentice, surely if you go onto The Apprentice, it's not about market, is it? It's about you going to try and land a successful position that will put you in a position where you can make some big things happen.
No, I agree, but let's be real. These rappers will end up on shows like Pop the Balloon in comparison to The Apprentice.
Right.
It don't fit their brand, so they're not gonna go on The Apprentice. You might go on The Apprentice.
I can't lie, their target
have a
audience is
different-
not watching The Apprentice.
Yeah, you might go
Like,
on The Apprentice because you have
Who's
a
their
different
target
mindset.
audience? Okay, cool.
But
Who's
people
their
that watch
target
Pop the
audience?
Balloon is
Who's
more
their target audience?
people that want to listen to brain rot and watch brain rot.
like,
Yeah,
come
but
on.
no, but break it down. Let's do some.
Yeah, the brain
market
rot
research.
consumers.
Who's
yeah,
that? Who's their
the
consumer?
same
I
people
would
that are
say
gonna
the
watch
youth.
brain rot like Pop the Balloon are gonna listen to their trashy rap
I
songs.
would say the youth. The youth. I think the youth.
Yeah,
I think it's the youth. I think
yeah, they love
most of
brain
it is
rot.
the youth.
What do you mean?
Because
They
I
love
think the
brain
people
rot.
that watch Pop the Balloon I don't even necessarily think it's the youth like that. I think it's like probably like
Bro, it's
23
kids, bro.
up.
But
Bro, it's
I would
kids.
like
Who's
to
listening to
add
those
another point
rappers?
there.
Their market audience starts from like 11 years old, fam. Maybe even younger than that. So it's not really. I don't know. I think anyway. Jen, let's let Jen speak. Yen, go on.
Oh, me, bro, personally, bro, what you said about like the black kids like following, wearing the Nike Techs and everything, bro. But listen, you know that they only wear these Nike Techs, yeah, just because they see other people wearing it, bro. You know that, bro. Because there was this time, yeah, this guy, he was in a full Nike
Hey,
Tech.
can you talk louder? You're really low volume, bro.
Bro, it's because of, I don't know, it's because of my microphone, bro. Bro, he wanted to play basketball, yeah, bro. Yeah, can you hear me, bro?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, he wanted to play basketball, and he had a full Nike Tech. I'm like, bro, in my head, I'm like, oh yeah, bro, it's these YNs, bro. Like these YNs are here again, bro. He was such a quiet. He was quiet. He was shy, and I'm like, yo, this guy, he has a completely different personality from what he looks like, and I'm like, bro, he can't be the Nike Tech, but he doesn't listen to like drill music and stuff like that, bro. He's just a guy that sees other guys wearing Nike Techs, and he's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get one, bro. Bro, every time I walk into JD, yeah, I feel like buying a Nike Tech. But I just don't buy it, bro, because I know it's just not worth it, bro.
So what's your
That's what I'm
point?
saying. But what I'm saying is, bro, what you saying about the Nike Tech and like these guys being like criminals and stuff like that, and they're like
I never said
idolized.
they're criminals because they wear
I'm not
Nike
saying
Tech.
okay,
I
my
never
bad,
said
but
they're
like
criminals.
you say
I
they like
never said
idolized criminals and stuff like that, bro.
hey. I never said that they're criminals because they wear Nike Tech. I never said that.
Bro, you said they idolize criminals. My bad, bro. I'm saying that they do
No, you
not
said
idolize
rappers.
No,
criminals.
but like what you're saying is a completely different thing to anything I've said. So like that whole thing you just said, I don't know, like
I'm just
Like
explaining
I'm
to you
just
that.
saying this because the reason why we was talking about the Nike Techs is because at the end of the day, yes, the youth are influenced by the media, bro. Yeah, and an
Yeah.
observation was made that if you see a lot of these youths, they're dressed like gang members, bro. Like they're dressed all in black. They're all
Yeah,
wearing Nike Tech
I agree
pieces,
with you,
bro.
bro.
Like I'm not saying they definitely are. I'm not saying if you wear Nike Tech fleece, you're a gang
Oh
member.
yeah, that's
But I'm
my
just
bad, bro. That's
saying
my bad.
it's an image. It's an image, bro. Especially if they wear masks on their face. What does that? What
Bro,
would
no
you
one
think?
wears a mask in 2025, bro. Like no one does that anymore.
Oh my days, bro.
Bro, and
Bro, what
besides,
are you
bro,
talking
I
about,
literally
bro?
said, bro,
What are you
I
talking
said,
about,
These
bro?
kids
I'm
be
saying
wearing
just because
If
masks.
they're
I
They're
go
wearing
out on
wearing
my
masks,
masks
estate
now,
right
These kids
now,
are
bro.
wearing
if I
masks.
go out
They're
on my
still
estate
wearing
right now,
masks,
there's gonna
bro.
be at least 5 young people in balaclavas if I leave my house right
bro,
now.
Right now, bro.
Right
Right
now.
now. What are you on
bro.
about? I don't know
What
where
I'm
you
saying is,
live, bro.
bro,
Huh?
nigga, what I'm saying is they do not act like gangsters and stuff like that, bro. They're just wearing the uniform. That's what I'm saying, bro. So you can't really judge them, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Bro,
I
it's not
think
we're
hard,
I
bro.
talking
think
about stereotypes. I'm judging stereotypes, bro.
Exactly, bro. The stereotypes are
Yeah.
wrong. They're wrong.
What do you mean?
What?
Explain yourself. I really want to
Bro,
hear this.
you
What am
can't
I
judge
wrong
someone
about,
because of
bro?
what they're wearing, but that's what I'm saying.
Bro, you know people judge you on your appearance. You do realize that, right?
Exactly, yeah, I know that, bro. I know that.
You know,
I'm saying if you're a smart individual, you wouldn't judge everyone.
Listen. Before when you meet somebody, yeah, before you've even spoken, they've already made some preconceptions about you.
They got a perception of you, but yeah.
Yeah, you do it as well. You do it to other people as well, bro. Don't forget that. You do it as
can
well.
be reality
So when you see
sometimes.
people, so if you see somebody, yeah, especially let's say you see them at night and they're all dressed in black and they got a balaclava on, what are you gonna think? What are you gonna think?
I'm gonna feel weird, bro. I'm like, yo, what you doing, bro? Why'd you go bunny on?
Exactly. So why is it that what is your point now? Like,
Bro, I'm just
if
saying,
you know that
bro,
if somebody's image looks a certain type of way and it will make you think a certain type of way, why would you have what is your argument at this point?
My point is, you can't really judge anymore because, bro, these guys are doing it because of the trend, bro. It's because they've seen other guys doing it. No one acts, bro. No one is doing.
And where did the trend come from?
It came from these rappers, bro.
Exactly, and that's what I'm talking about.
Bro, do you get what I'm trying to say? But you get what I'm trying to say? But I'm saying, bro, what I'm trying to say is, it's the stereotype is dead because these guys don't act like that anymore, bro. That's what.
Your audio cut out. Go on.
Oh, my bad. Nothing. I'm just saying the stereotype is dead, bro. Because these guys, you don't act like that anymore, bro.
Yeah, but you don't, bro. Like, you can't look at somebody and know who's on piss and who's not.
I beg
You
to
can't look at someone and know that. All you
As
could do is
someone
look
who-
and make a smart judgment, bro.
works in
Like,
a
you could go,
secondary
listen,
school.
I always use this example. You could go to the jungle, yeah, and you could come across a lion that doesn't eat you, it doesn't attack you. That doesn't mean when you see other lions, you're gonna think, oh, you know what, they're calm, they're peaceful. No, bruv.
A lot of these people dress like that because if they feel like their lifestyle's relatable.
When it's not.
Yeah, it's probably relatable to them. You know, a lot of these people that get into rap is probably because academics is not their thing. Like, they're not into the school, they're not trying to be businessmen like that in that way, but probably they're trying to get into music because it's easier. Maybe they got out of jail. Maybe they're in an environment that doesn't allow them to do certain things. So maybe that lifestyle is just what they want to get into.
I'll say this about the guy in back to what Yen said about guys that they're not really about that life and they just like the fashion, the trend. Right, yeah. There's a lot of people, as I said, that are
not really fashion.
Hold on, bro. Hold on. There's a lot of people in our community that they're not about that life, but they want to look like they're about that life.
Yeah, that's the
so they dress like that, and that's a problem. That why do you want to look like that life? Why is that life so desirable?
Because they want to feel, they want to feel part of something, but that's what I'm saying. Like, if you feel empty, obviously you're gonna want to feel part of something. And bro, feeling like, bro, when you wear a nice set, it feels so easy to be a gangster or whatever the fuck that is, bro. It feels so easy to be part of these guys, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's the easiest way to be, bro. It's the easiest route to take, bro.
But it doesn't make it right, though.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's not what you're saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm not saying it makes it right,
bro. I never said it made it right. Bro, I never said it made it right, bro.
Question. Can I ask you a question, Yen?
Go on.
Do you think that perception is reality? Yes or no?
No.
Okay. I'm just gonna.
Is someone's reality of you.
Okay. Can I just say
your
this?
reality.
If you met a woman, yeah, and she was basically wearing a bra and the shortest, the skimpiest of shorts, yeah, what are you gonna think about that woman?
Bro, I would just walk past, like.
Bro, why would you just walk past her? Wait, let me finish.
Bro,
let me finish. Why would you just walk past her?
A woman wearing that, it kind of like has no effect on me, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like,
so you wouldn't have a.
I'm gonna think it's weird, regardless, bro. I'm gonna think it's weird, like, why are you wearing that outside? You get what I mean, but
okay, then. So that's what we're saying. That's what we're saying. Why are these kids rolling outside in ski masks and balaclava?
Bro, I'm glad you brought up these, like, the women stuff, bro. You know, a lot of women, like the gym office and everything, bro. You know, they wear that. Yeah, it's because it's kind of like a trend, bro. That's what it's a trend, and it's like it's easy to follow, bro. It's not easy to be yourself, bro. That's what I'm saying. It's not easy to be yourself in this, bro. It's in today's world.
It is if you like yourself.
It's easy to be yourself.
It's not easy, bro. It's not easy. But you know what I mean?
If you like yourself.
Exactly. People don't like themselves, bro.
Yeah, that's the real issue then.
Bro, okay, let me
Okay,
say,
like
bro.
at the end
I
of the
got an
day,
example for you,
at
bro.
the
I got
end
an
of the day,
example.
yen. Like, so
Yeah,
what is your like final solution or conclusion about
bro.
this?
I'm just
Because you
saying
see,
that.
you're saying all these things, yeah, but it's not like you haven't really picked a side on what you're
Yeah, because you're
Bro,
not
what
I
gonna
don't got a
marry.
like
side,
what
bro.
side are you
I
on,
do
bro?
not
Like
have a
because
side, bro.
the way it sounds like, yeah, you're trying to justify the stereotypes because it's hard to be yourself. Bruv, like, so are you okay with it or you're not
Bro,
okay with it? Are
bro.
you
First of
okay
all,
with rappers and criminals being worshipped as role models or otherwise? Which one is it? Be clear, bro.
first of all, bro. I do not have a side. Second, though, I'm not really justifying these guys. I'm just defending the ones that don't really fit the stereotype.
Because no offense, yeah, you're not gonna bring the girl in the skimpy shorts to your mum now, are you?
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
Exactly. So there you go. There you go.
Oh my god. You didn't want to say it, but you
But I'm
said
a
it in the end,
bro.
bruv. You didn't want to say it, but you said it in the end
Bro, I
because
said she got no effect
you're
on
a
me.
bit, bro. Your
Because the
image
same way,
matters,
Yen,
bro.
if you
Like,
had a child and your child brought her boyfriend and her boyfriend was wearing a balaclava, are you gonna accept that as a father?
No,
Okay, then there you go. There you go.
nigga.
Hey,
But I'm
listen,
just telling you, bro. I'm just telling you, bro.
listen, especially if he's not about that life, you're gonna be like, you're not even about that
Bro,
life. So why are you
that's
even
even
wearing
worse
that? That's
than
gonna
being
make you
about
look
that
even
life,
more
bro.
stupid.
That's even worse, exactly, bro. But what I'm saying is, I'm not gonna judge him like immediately,
You
bro.
are judging him though.
Bro, I'm not gonna
You're just
accept him, but I'm
judging
not gonna
him.
judge
I
him,
said you
bro.
wouldn't accept
Bro,
it.
that's not
Bruh,
judging him,
allow
bro.
it,
Oh
bro.
my god.
Allow
Do
it,
you
bro.
understand?
Allow it,
Do you
bro.
understand, bro?
Allow
It's
it.
not
Allow
judging
it.
him,
Allow it.
bro.
Allow it. Allow it.
That's not what judging
Allow
is,
it,
bro.
bro. You, bruh. Allow it, bro.
Bro,
Judge
that's
him.
not
Why?
what judging
Because
is.
you wouldn't accept him for your daughter. You did judge him
Bro,
because you wouldn't accept him for your daughter. You not
I
judging
wouldn't
him would
accept him,
be
but I wouldn't
okay.
judge
I'll
him. Oh
accept him,
my
even
god.
though he
If
dressed
you
like
don't
that.
accept him, that means you've judged him. You have judged him to get to the
Him
point of
already.
not accepting him, bro.
Bro. Alright, bro. You got it, bro.
I know I got it because I'm not dumb. I know what I'm talking about, bro.
I just think you don't understand me, bro.
I don't under. I don't understand.
Bro,
You
judge,
get
bro.
what you're saying,
That's
but we're
not
also
judging,
trying
bro.
to explain to you that a lot of the time perception is reality because you said
Bro,
you
I'm
didn't
still
judge,
in the middle,
but
bro.
clearly
Me,
you judged the boy because you wouldn't accept him for your daughter. That's
bro,
a judgment already.
me not accepting him is not me judging him. It's still me being in the middle.
What do you mean you not
How is
accepted?
that?
What?
Oh my
Oh
god, brother!
my
How
days!
old are you,
What?
bro? How old are you,
What?
bro?
No,
Bro,
no,
these
you're not
guys do not
making
want
sense,
these
How
sir.
guys
old are
do not
you, bro?
You're
Because
not
understand,
making
you
bro.
sense.
sound really
These
young in the
guys do not
mind, bro. Like,
understand.
I'm not gonna lie,
Bro,
you sound really young in the mind,
bro,
bro.
you
Like,
do
for
not
real.
understand what I'm trying to say, bro. You
Nah,
just don't
nah,
understand
nah,
what I'm
nah.
trying to say.
There's nothing to
Maybe I'm not wording it
understand.
correctly, bro.
There's
I'm not
nothing
wording
to
it correctly.
Nah, bro. Like,
Maybe I'm not wording it
nah.
correctly,
Stop
bro.
talking, bro. Stop talking. Like, you think that you're smarter than you actually are, and I'm not saying that to be mean or rude, but the things you're
Brother,
saying are not adding up. And
yes,
you instead
bro.
of listening and understanding what we're saying to you, you're trying to fight a losing fight. It doesn't make sense what you're saying, fam. Like, it doesn't, honestly, and I'm saying this, and I'm with all due respect, what you're saying doesn't make sense, fam.
All right, bro, let me just say one more thing, yeah, and then you can go on. Let me just word it correctly, bro.
Go on.
Give my daughter, bro, a guy with a belly on. First of all, that's crazy, bro. But I'll speak to this guy, bro, and see what he's all about, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not gonna, bro. Even my daughter, bro, guy, yeah. My perception of him that instant is not really. I haven't really judged him, bro. I'm just saying from what I see now, you're not really the type of guy. But I'm still gonna talk to you, bro, regardless, and see what you're all about, bro. If I
Right,
see
can I
that,
ask you
bro,
one
if
more
I see
question,
that
then,
he got a different mentality,
Can I ask
I'm
you
gonna
one
be
more
like,
Brother,
question,
you're
then,
going
Yen?
to make a judgment
Well,
call
wait,
on the
Richard,
guy,
I'm
wait,
still
wait,
bro.
wait.
gonna talk to him
Richard, wait.
regardless and see what he's all about. That's what I'm saying.
Yen, before you make a decision, what do you do right before you make a final decision?
What do you mean?
In the process of making a decision, what do you do? How do you make a decision? You pass judgment, right?
No.
Oh my, you know what? Forget it.
What?
Forget
Bro,
it.
allow it, bro. Nah,
Forget it.
like, we have to stop that because this is just a waste of time now, bro. Like, fam, back to the topic. All
Yeah,
right?
back to the topic, bro.
What?
Yeah, I agree with you. Back to the topic, bro.
Oh. So anyway, as I was saying, yeah, like, boom. I just think that, like, yeah, with like black people. What about the women? I wanna hear from the women's side of this thing, because I think that women really have this mad romanticized idea of criminals, especially in our community, bro.
Oh, young women.
Especially.
Correction, young women, not mature women.
Right.
Young.
Yeah, because they've already been ran through, bro.
No, it's a maturity thing. So I feel like
Yeah, you're mature after you got ran through.
Hold
Yeah.
on.
Richard, no.
So when we're younger, I feel like our understanding of masculinity can be quite warped. I feel like, especially this generation with social media and whatnot, what we understood as masculinity or hypermasculinity was the bad boy. It's the guy that has a short temper. It's the guy that dresses a certain way, talks a certain way, and does certain things. And I also feel like a lot of the time it could be, other things like, you didn't have a dad growing up, you didn't have father figures around you to see what masculinity really looks like. So yeah, you really are just left to kind of like your own devices to understand that. I don't think any mature woman in her right mind is idolizing or even tolerating or finding attractive that type of man. Like, I don't see any serious women with men that dress a certain way, like, the tracksuits and the trainers all the time, or I don't see respectable women with men that don't pay taxes, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I do think it's just a young-minded thing, and I think it's something that happens when by the time.
Let me ask you this then, Top Barbie. Let me ask you a question, yeah? Top Barbie, that's your new name. I never knew you by that name before, but let's go, yeah?
It's my backup account.
Backup ghost account, yeah? Whatever, cool. When these women are younger, yeah, and they are messing with Trappy Stabby the rapper, yeah, like what's going on at that stage? Because really and truly, in my opinion, you don't have to agree, but in my opinion, they're racking up their mileage and racking up a lot of baggage as well, mental and physical baggage. And yeah, you could say, cool, when we get mature and older, we're not tolerating a man that doesn't pay tax and a man that is da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, but you've already racked up mileage with all the rappers and trappers, bro.
Okay, Richez, can I say this?
So don't you see how that kind of messes up the community in a way? Because when this is happening at that younger stage in life, what are the boys at your stage in life thinking? What are they seeing and what are they perceiving as what is real? What is attractive? What do they need to assimilate to be to get the attraction of women? Because when boys go through that, when boys go through that life, let's say from the age of 11 till 30, yeah, some of them 40, they've usually done a lot of crazy things and probably they've redirected the trajectory of their life significantly. So what do you say to that?
So can you clarify what your question is? Why do you...
Okay, so what do you think like the repercussions are of these younger women who they're hyper focused on these rappers, criminal type guys, and yeah, they only realize that these are not good guys when they're older? What do you think the repercussions of that? I've basically said it, but what do you think? What do the women think about that on there?
Yeah, no, I do think you can be very traumatized. You can end up in jail. You could end up with a criminal record. You can end up with a bad reputation. The list kind of goes on. I think ultimately, no matter what level or it doesn't matter what level you get to with a guy. I think you always will kind of be left traumatized if you deal with those type of guys. So yeah, that's the repercussions, I guess, is just trauma.
Can I just answer your question, Richez? Yeah. So for example, you need to remember when you're young, you're very impressionable. Yeah, that's one thing. Take that into big consideration. When you're young, you're easily impressionable. It's easy for you to follow your friends, follow fashion, follow whatever you see on TV, online, etc. Yeah. 2, yeah. until you actually like start working and you enter the real world, a lot of the time people see these, like you said, Stabby the rapper, T Trappy, this, that. They're the ones, you know, wearing the flashy stuff, flashing the money, this, that. Hence why it goes back to people being impressionable, because these young girls think, oh, Trappy the rapper got money. Trappy the rapper takes flights. Trappy the rapper drive. Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? So to them, they're looking at it and seeing, oh, he's making money. They're not understanding that the average 9 to 5 is also making money. Why? Because he's not as flashy and he's not as out there. Hence why I said a lot of the time, young people are highly impressionable. It's until women go out in the real world, even some men, they start off on that trappy, too stabby, then they realize, rah, this lifestyle's not for me, I need to pattern. You'll get some men that will decide to go pick up a trade. They'll decide to go to uni, or they'll decide, let me start up a business. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Everybody starts off somewhere. Hence why I said it's a phase until you actually enter the real world. Then you look at it and say, no, Trappy the rapper ain't for me.
Last for?
Wait.
I think it depends on the individual. I think it depends on the individual, and it depends on your surroundings.
Can I ask a question for the ladies?
Have as role models as well. That also plays a big part.
I also think it depends on how much you've thought about like who you are as a person and what you want for yourself, because I feel like even if you get to the age of 25, if you're not a woman that sees yourself live in a certain lifestyle, then you might still mess with those type of guys. Do you know what I mean? And that could be tied to a plethora of different things. That could be like self-esteem. That could be childhood trauma that stops you from thinking that you could amount to something bigger than that.
Go on, someone had the question.
Let me interject, right? So these women are smart enough, apparently, right, to go to uni, but they're not smart enough to discern that Trappy the rapper is gonna run through them. Look, I'm not even mincing or giving any concessions for these women now. No, they're dumb. Let's just call a spade now, because this is how they're wiggling out of the whole situation.
No,
they're like, I was naive. I got tricked. Yeah, because you're dumb. Right? Let's just call a spade now. I know they don't like that word, but the same way, the brother, when you look at him, you're like, oh, well, why was you selling rugs? He's stupid. Exactly. You're dumb. He's dumb. They're dumb. They're not making clever decisions. They're making dumb decisions that's affecting their lives and other people's lives. Mm-hmm. So it's not down to naivety. It's down to you not having enough foresight or listening to people who are giving you the right information.
That's why I said,
wait, hold on.
You're dumb.
Hold on.
I think that's anonymous. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm not gonna lie. Also,
ask the ladies a question.
The women that are going to uni.
Let me ask the ladies a question.
Hold on. Let them respond first. Go on.
Yeah, the ladies that are going to uni are not dating the trapper guys majority of the time.
Yes, they are.
Not the same
right. Oh, come on.
Oh my God! Don't lie.
I can't remember the last time.
Don't lie on here, bro.
Right.
Don't lie on here, bro.
Can I just interject?
Oh my days.
Wait, guys. Can I just say this? This sermon comes with wisdom. Yeah, wisdom comes with knowledge. Yeah. So I will say this. For example, you can have like an engineer. He might know how to work a boiler, but he might not know how to do plumbing. Why? Because he has knowledge within engineering, not necessarily in plumbing. So people can have knowledge in different aspects of life, whether that's emotionally, mentally, or just intellectually. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And hence why I said a lot of the time when you are younger, you're impressionable. That's why I said that. Impressionable is a key word.
Wait.
Yes, the girl might be smart enough to go to uni, but she might not be emotionally intelligent. She might not. The same way you get street smart and you get people who are book smart. Come on, the average person who's a middle class person who went to a posh school isn't gonna know how to navigate on a high street or the back roads. Let's be real. There's like intelligence comes in different forms. Let's be real.
Hold on. If you spent most of your teenage years and young 20s dating hood guys, do you really think you deserve a guy that's upstanding and actually a good person? Does that make any sense? You're not equally yoked.
Ooh. That is. I think redemption is for everyone. The same way a guy that might have gone to prison might come out and change his life and he deserves a good woman. Why can't a woman who made mistakes in the past, who changes her life, get a good man? Isn't
Wait, hold on,
redemption
hold
for
on.
everyone? Isn't change for
No,
everyone?
no,
Doesn't
no,
that
but
apply to everyone?
nobody's saying that. But
That's the problem.
nobody's saying that. But what is your true type? History's telling us your true type. Now you want to change because you're looking for a
Also need
safe
to
route.
remember.
I don't believe. Listen,
Yeah.
can I just say
They
one?
want
I'm
You
sorry.
need to
I
remember
think this year.
the person you were in
One sec.
secondary
One sec.
school.
One sec. One sec.
Okay, yeah.
I'll say this, yeah. For what I've seen in the world, yeah. When women have a type, that is their type, bro. Yeah. So if you are a woman who you've prolifically dated criminals, bro, that is your type, fam. I don't care if you try and rebrand. Yeah. That is your type. Truly inside you, that is your type. You may get with a guy that's a square because he's safe. Insurance policy, yes. But really, he's not really your natural type, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, so all this reform business and redemption and now I deserve a good guy. I don't know if you're actually evenly yoked, like the brother said.
No, you know why I say that? Because the person you are when you're 10 years old is not the person you are when you're 20.
I'm
The
not talking
person
about 10 years old,
No,
fam.
let me finish.
Why
Let
are
me
you
land.
dating at 10
Come
years
on,
old?
man.
Let me just finish.
let her land.
Let me just finish. The same person you were in your 20s, you're not going to be that same person in your 30s. The same person you were in
Why
your
not?
30s, you're not going to be that same person in your 40s. People change in different stages in life. You can't compare the mindset you had when you were 20, 25, 29 to the mindset you have when you're 35, 40. You can't.
No, all
because
that
you're a different
changes
person.
all that changes
Honestly,
is what you need. Your necessities change. So
I feel like when we're talking
before,
about
when you didn't
relationships,
need
it's
nothing,
different.
listen, when you didn't need necessarily someone to put you in a house, you wasn't looking for a guy to be the safe option to pay the mortgage. You was just looking for vibes and looks.
Yeah.
And that
there's-
guy with the vibes and looks is who you naturally, truly like. That's the guy you truly like.
There's
This
actually-
other guy that you're picking based on he's gonna pay the bills. He's a safe option. He ain't gonna cheat on me, and he's not gonna beat my ass. And I don't have to risk going jail.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
And also-
really
Why?
And
why
also,
does it
wait,
sound
hold
like
on,
you're
hold on.
saying it like it's a bad
Also-
thing? Like yes,
Wait, hold on, hold on.
Women
I'm
when
just
we're
saying the
younger,
truth.
when
I'm just saying the
when
truth.
I wouldn't even
Don't-
I wouldn't
Richez,
even
don't
say
let
it's
me do the
women.
same thing,
I
though.
think it's just people in general. We think we want something when we're younger. We grow up, we see the world, and we're like, oh, actually, what I wanted when I was 16 doesn't actually make sense now when I'm a 26-year-old person in the world.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Richez, don't forget, we had this conversation the other day.
I'll be so
Yeah.
I would be concerned for anyone in their mid to late 30s that are still going for the same type they was going for 10 years ago.
But
That's
the
what
thing
means
is-
you're
but the thing is,
It exists.
Princess,
I let the new.
that just means you have
Hi,
not progressed.
wait,
Let
hi,
Bev speak.
right.
Yeah, let Bev
The two new guests speak. Let the two new
Hi
guests
everyone.
speak.
But the thing is, Princess, there's people who have just liked upstanding men from young, anyways. Regardless.
That's
Like,
it.
it doesn't matter though. They've always just had a type. They've stuck to that. They've had standards, and those standards have been maintained throughout. So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, totally. I don't think that's what we're discussing here. We're discussing the women that go for the trapper guys when they're younger and like why they change when they're older. I think it's a realization thing. I think environment definitely plays a part into it. And I think what we're conditioned with, going back to the original conversation, Kings, where I was saying that the way that I don't think it's that BLK people necessarily glamorize degeneracy. I think it's that the media pushes it. I think that also plays into the conversation here, where you've got shows like Top Boy, or you've got movies like I haven't watched these movies, so I might
New story.
yeah, like,
Can I say something? I've got
those type of
to.
things. So when it's those type of shows and movies that we're watching as a kid, obviously that's what we're going to be programmed to like. So when we get older and we're able to date, or maybe not even able to date, but you're just about able to date, that might be what you go for because that's what you've been conditioned to like. But you get older, you see things for what it is, and you realize, actually, this isn't going to be beneficial for me now or in the long term. When I was younger, I wanted to date Jaden Smith. We all know how Jaden Smith has ended up. Do I still want to date Jaden Smith now? No.
No, but you might want to date
That's a
somebody.
wild example.
You might want to date somebody that emulates the old Jaden Smith, though.
No,
The
I don't
old
want I
version,
don't want that. I feel like what I wanted when I was 13 matches who I was when I was 13. I've been through personal change, emotional change, spiritual change, and just in general maturity. What I wanted at 13 is not what I want for myself now, beyond relationships. You know, what I wanted for my career, at the time I wanted to be a model. Now I've switched lanes.
Can I quickly say something, please, if that's all right?
I feel like I think it's normal for people to progress and change. I don't think that's suspicious.
All right, Alexa, go on.
And women...
No, let Alexa speak, go on.
Yeah, so I think it's actually right-wing agenda to push out a preference for clothing like suit, t-shirt and shirt and demonize other forms of clothing, because we are a multicultural society that doesn't have its origin from the native people of this country. For example, you were talking about how you were sort of generalizing people that do wear, say, tracksuits or trainers or balaclavas. Well, in the UK, people have freedom of expression, so that's probably their form of expression, and it's really dangerous to actually say,
here, bruv. What are you talking about?
Bro, let her cook,
bro. Yeah, let me land my point, right? It's actually quite dangerous rhetoric to sort of demonize certain kind of dressing and uphold certain kind of dressing, because what it does, it just deepens the stereotypes, and it further pushes out the right-wing agenda, because they want everyone to dress like white people. Like, I'm Asian.
We're Nike Tech fleeces, bro.
Hold on, I'm
No,
Asian.
No.
Nike is a white brand.
Quiet, bro. Like,
okay, I just want to say one more thing, because what's next?
Keep quiet.
Okay.
We didn't come to this country wearing Nike Tech fleeces, bro. Like, so I don't know what you're talking about. It's dangerous and all this expression business,
the last
bro.
part
Like,
that
at the end of the day, at the end of the day, people are judged on their appearance. Appearances matter. First impressions count. If you're dressing in tracksuits with balaclavas, dressed all in black, what kind of uniform when people are doing criminal activity, what kind of dress code did they usually have?
Well, I don't like to pass a judgment, because there's also a judgment passed on women that wear a hijab in this country.
No.
Yes?
Either you're gonna be real or like don't speak, bro. Like, when people are doing crime and they're gonna commit crimes, what kind of dress code do they usually wear?
What crime do women who cover their face commit? They're also demonized.
What the hell were you talking, bro? Like, either you're gonna answer the question or you're gonna get kicked, bro. Like,
we're not talking about.
All I'm saying is that
no. You're gonna answer the question.
Let me step in. She's talking about a niqab, which is worn by Muslim women. He's talking about balaclavas. He specified what he's talking about.
What I'm saying to you is that both are demonized.
You're being disingenuous.
You don't even let me speak here. Both are demonized.
The question.
You're being disingenuous. If you're gonna have an honest conversation, you can talk.
So what? You don't remember what my question was?
Well, because two people were talking at the same time.
No. You heard my question, bro. So don't play like you're playing games right now. And you're actually getting on my nerves, bro. Like, I'm gonna ask you one more time. One more time. If you don't answer the question, you're getting kicked, fam. Yeah.
Okay, fine.
When people do crime.
Yeah.
They know they're gonna go and do crime. What is the typical dress code they usually put on when they're gonna do crimes?
Well, there is white collar crime. There's a lot of criminals that wear suits as well.
Nah, you're gone, bro.
Yeah?
You're gone, bro. You're an idiot, bro.
You can't handle differing opinions.
Shut up, bro. You idiot. Shut up.
I want to ask the men a question.
You're absolute.
I just want to ask all the men a question. Yeah. Okay, cool. So you know how you mentioned that like girls change and this is etc. Cool. Let me ask the men a question. Say, for example, you had the baddie girls that went and got the BBL out here partying. That was your type back in the day when you were younger, right? When you get older and you're looking for a wife, are you still gonna look for that same type of girl, or are you gonna look for a more modest woman? No, but let me finish. Or are you gonna look for a more modest woman who dresses appropriately, who's less likely to be outside every weekend, can cook, can clean, and can take care of the household?
Yeah, but you know what that girl was saying?
But this is
She's
where
going
you're
past
wrong.
the point.
Oh my
You
days.
misconstrued it
He's
then.
saying
One
the right
voice,
thing.
one voice.
If a person dressed like that, he will be more picked up for that. Why you got to put people dressed in hijab and all of that?
That's
No,
what I'm
sorry,
saying.
there was a point.
That girl was just being.
No,
she
she's
was trying
bringing
to
up something
do
else. I
something
was just
stupid,
going.
but, like,
I know that's stupid. He wasn't even listening to the conversation. What he said. He said if a person is dressed in a bully and that, 9 times out of 10 you're on badness, which is talking true.
That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, that's why I had low tolerance and I was ready to kick her because, like, she was trying it, bro. Like, she had to go, bro. Like,
No, I just asked the question because Richez obviously brought up that, like, when we were talking about people changing, innit? You're not the same person you are when you're younger, etc. So I'm
because people change every 5 years anyway.
Exactly, I did say that, but I'm
every
just
5
saying
years people change.
For the
no
men,
live a word. I'm 37.
I was saying for
people
the
change
men,
every 5 years.
because we were talking about girls might go for a roadman when they're younger, and then when they get older, it changes, right?
It depends how you're brought up.
One voice.
Girls naturally like bad man because they want a
cool.
leader.
But what I'm saying is,
when you get older, you want a man that treats you like a baby and look after you.
Okay,
and
cool.
Girls
And
naturally go back to how their father. If you come from a good father and you got brothers that help you and do everything, that's what you naturally search for in a man.
Okay, and what I'm saying is the same thing applies to men.
Yeah,
They
same
might have
thing.
a certain
They always
type.
end up with a woman that's similar to their mom.
Can I finish? They might have a certain type when they're younger.
Yeah, but you can't be like girls.
Can I finish? Can I finish? Can I
speak,
finish?
man.
As they get older,
let her speak.
As they get older, they're gonna change their perception of what they want as their partner, as their life partner for a wife. They may want a more modest woman.
They will.
May
They'll
want an
always
intelligent woman.
They don't want no girl with BBLs and all of that. They want someone like their mom that can cook and clean and do everything. I'm being serious.
Bev,
I'm being honest.
To you why you're wrong. I feel like men have always have the perception of what they want in their minds.
Men look at body, but when they get older,
like, you gotta stop interrupting people.
I think,
please, I'm asking you. You keep when people talking, you keep interrupting them.
Right, all right, be quiet now.
Let them say what they're saying.
Right, let them land. All right, then. Sorry.
Go on.
I think men actually.
Sorry, Beth. Before you finish, I just want to ask the men off the point I've just made. Do you think I'm wrong or I'm right? Because the same woman.
Okay, can I respond?
Yeah, go on.
Oh my God, bro! Hey, listen, everyone. Yeah, let people finish what they're saying. All right, it's becoming just stupid now. Like. Let people.
But at least it's not me.
Please. Like, bruh, I'm about to end this live, bro.
I know you
Everyone
heard
just
the
let
question,
people speak
but
and then respond. Don't just jump in. They say 2 words, then you jump in.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
So what I'm saying is, you see how we're talking about, girls changing, their type changing. I feel like the same applies to men because a lot of the time when men are younger, they have a certain type of girl in their head. And then as they get older, they realize, okay, this might not be the type of girl I need for me in my life. I want a more modest woman. I want
to say something. Sorry to cut you.
I want a woman that I know can hold down the household. A woman that will be able to raise my kids in the right way, etc. So that's why I was saying the whole...
Men need a proper woman.
Okay, can I finish, Lee? That's what I'm saying. It doesn't just apply to women, their type changing. It also applies to men, Richez.
Yeah, true.
Men, let me know. Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong. Because men, when they're young, they're just horny. But when they get older, they want a woman like
Can I speak for men? Because I'm one of them still. Yeah? So like, boom. What it is, yeah? Like, yes, guys are trying to smash, they're trying to get box and all that. But when it comes to somebody I'm actually going to be with, that's a different kettle of fish.
Exactly.
Don't interrupt. Every guy, wants a good girl to be their girlfriend. They want a decent girl to be their girlfriend. A girlfriend that's not gonna run around and do crazy stuff because it's embarrassing. If you're with a girl that's is up for doing crazy stuff, it's embarrassing. If she's dressing provocative, it's embarrassing.
It's true. Man don't like women to be like that. They like them to be modest.
I gotta mute you because you can't like stop talking, bruv. Fam, like, so it is different because at the end of the day, when you women go and start dating drillers and trappers, it's not just the fact that you're doing it and you're causing yourself problems. You're actually sending a message to everybody in the community that
these are the type of guys. What do you think dating BBL girls is doing?
These are the type of guys that get the best looking women. These women are ride or die.
I ain't finished, bro.
these are the type of women these are the type of guys that get women that ride or die for them no matter what they do. They can they could do badness on street, blah blah blah. It doesn't
you don't
matter.
want a real man. Don't want to be like that. Real man.
What type of message do you think that men are sending when they're liking up BBL pictures, dating BBL?
Exactly, you do it.
Everything you just said.
I don't care.
Everything you just said. Hold on. Everything you just said can be flipped.
Why do you care about a picture that he likes on Instagram or something?
That's not the point. That's not the point.
Listen to what she's saying.
That's not the point. Everything you've just said, you could flip it.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah, but what I'm talking about is what I'm talking about is the guy that the girls are actually getting entangled with.
Get to
not
run
just
around.
I'm liking a picture on Instagram. That's not the same level.
No,
that's not the point I'm making. You're
you get to run around.
Date the one got BBLs on the head.
Hold on. 3 voices at the same time. One voice. Go on.
You're focusing on the wrong point. I'm saying that everything that you've just described to us is the same thing that can be said about men.
True. She's talking true.
Yeah, but explain it. Explain it.
They never take accountability.
The same way, that you're saying, like, bro, what kind of message are the women sending out when they're dating guys that are living a certain lifestyle? It's the same thing that happens when guys are liking up pictures of dating girls that look a certain way. You're sending a message to girls, and that's why they will go and do certain procedures.
Yeah, but women are the ones that choose, though.
No, are you mad? Women take the lead from man.
Jesus of Nazareth. What?
Why you put
You're
Jesus
saying
in
women
that
don't
list,
choose. You're saying women don't choose.
There's more women in the world than men, but women take the man lead.
But I don't even think I'll be so real. I'll be so real, King. I don't think that matters.
You women here are telling me that women do not choose men. It's just men that choose women.
It depends what the dynamic is.
No, it depends, exactly.
You've got a woman
dynamic.
No,
I'm talking about
it is important.
I'm talking about most of the time.
Most of the time, guys.
Look, at the end of the day, King, not everybody is blessed enough to look like me that has bare options. You get it?
Yeah, I've got lots of options. That's one of the least of a problem.
Do you know what it is, King? I think I've clocked the problem.
Do you know why I'm going to disagree with Richard's comment?
You're constantly around. You're constantly.
Sorry, Top Bob. Just
No. Hey, she needs to finish this. She needs to finish that. I want to hear this.
Let me tell you something.
No, answer the question, Richez. Who proposes to who?
The issue is, King, the issue is, you are constantly around women that are good looking, that have options, and then your mind has warped to think that every woman has options like that. A lot of women have to just deal with what they
Wait,
can.
Princess, can
I ask you something?
I get millionaires.
One second, can I just say something?
Who proposes to who? Who proposes
No, but guys, I feel like we have to make this distinction.
Which
one voice.
Sorry, just answer my question.
Can I just say something?
No, one voice.
Too much at one time, guys. One person.
Sorry, I just wanted to answer the question, then I'm done.
Let Bev be quiet. One voice at a time. Bev, go on.
Who proposes to who?
Men propose to women.
So then, don't you think men pick women then? Because
no. How did you get to the point? Stop making sound effects because you're not proving this.
Men choose the woman. A man could be with a woman who don't like her.
I'm speaking. I'm gonna start kicking people.
And he chooses the person.
Bruv, nah, you gotta go, fam. Like, you gotta abide by the rules or I'm kicking you, bro. Like, one voice, bro. Like, yeah? Because I don't know what you lot think this is, bro. Say a circus, fam. Yeah? But anyway, as I was saying to Bev, you're saying, who proposes to who, though? And who gets on the knee? First of all, in that scenario, the man's getting down on a knee. That is a position of being a subordinate. Please take this ring from me and marry me. Oh, yeah, that looks very powerful. You look like you're in authority then, don't you? Because really and truly, you're asking the woman, will you be my wife? And she still has to accept or decline. So it's the woman actually choosing, isn't it?
No,
then, second point, yeah? You didn't just get from you saw the person outside and now he's proposing. No, there was a stage of you had to attract each other. And usually it's the woman who has to accept the advances from the man, because it's usually the men that approach women. So the women are the ones that choose.
I hear
So
what you're saying,
talking
King,
about?
but I feel like what it is, yeah. I feel like the right
I
word.
feel like
I believe the right word is accept, not choose. I think that women have to
I'm trying to reword it.
No, I think because I feel
Right,
like
it's the same
everything you're saying is correct. It's just I don't think it's a matter of choosing, because I feel like men definitely choose who they want to date, who they want to take out on a date, who they want to court, and who they want to take seriously. Because even when we talk about modern times, yeah, a lot of guys will say, you know, there's some girls that you just G, and then there's girls that you take seriously. So you guys choose in that aspect, right? Hold on. So I don't think it's necessarily that women choose; it's that we accept. Like you said, we have to accept.
Can I say something quick? Yeah. Can I just say something quick?
And I've clocked that every time I make sense. Every time I make sense,
Can I just say something quick?
I clocked it. Every time I'm making sense, you say,
No, you're not though. I heard what you said though, but it's still the woman chose, because at the end of the day, are you going on like it's just one guy that approaches you and now you only have this one option?
No. I get what you're saying, but not all women have that.
Even if you are average, just a flat, plain Jane average girl, you're not just gonna have one guy that approaches you, one guy on the dating app, one guy sending you DMs. No, you can have multiple. So when you have
necessarily King.
All right, if you have multiple guys, even if you have two men that are interested in you, guess what? You're gonna have to listen for it. Choose one of them.
Guys, I feel like this is actually pretty
I don't think it's the same, because when you look at it side by side, a man may have multiple women that he's interested in, he's attracted to. He's gonna choose which one he wants to try and take seriously, and he's not betting and whatever. Whereas a woman is gonna. You could say choose, but I think the more fitting word is accept. They're gonna accept what they think is best.
Princess, listen. The thing is, right, guys, it's actually really simple. Women just choose who they want to have sex with, and men choose who they want to marry. That's literally it.
Yeah.
Nothing more, nothing less. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, and then the guy still has to ask the woman, "Will you marry me?" So it's her decision
exactly.
if she's going to accept or
Let's
not.
be real. A man's not asking a woman to marry him if he doesn't actually think that she's gonna say yes.
So
it's a rhetorical question.
Obviously,
it's almost a rhetorical
that's obvious
question.
though.
But it's almost like it's just honestly at this point it's almost a rhetorical question. You're not asking like you know what the answer's gonna be unless you haven't.
You don't know the answer. You don't know, because not every time a guy proposes he gets yes.
But that's because they didn't have conversations prior. Do you get it?
It doesn't matter, bruv. There's no guarantee. There's no guarantee. You can have a good idea, but there's no guarantee.
Let me ask you this, King. Are you going to propose to a woman without truly feeling that she's going to say yeah? Or are you going to leave it up? Are you going to actually let it be a genuine...
No, you can have a good idea. You could have had the conversations with her, but at the end of the day, there's no 1000% guarantee she's going to say yes.
But the likeliness she's going to say yes, because you've asked questions and you've done... You know what I'm saying?
It's still her decision.
I know,
at the end of the day to say yes or no.
I don't really think that.
I'm not saying it's 100%. That is not the claim I'm trying to make. I'm just saying that really and truly, when a man gets down on his knee, he has had the conversations prior. He knows that the answer is going to be yeah. The guys that get told no.
Why is it some guys get no?
But I'm about to tell you, the guys that get no are the guys that are trying to do this spontaneous thing, and they think that they're on the same page, but they haven't had the conversations that needed to be had.
The thing is, Princess, I think that like men still choose as well, because the thing is, if women actually chose, I feel like we just pick the perfect guy all the time. So it's not really about that.
What?
Yeah.
You'd pick the perfect guy all the time.
Well, yeah. Because I feel like sometimes.
So why is it you lot don't?
Because I feel like sometimes women.
So why do you not have high mileage then? If you pick the perfect guy, why is it that you've thrown box around?
Ask women.
Why does it always equate to women having high mileage?
With high mileage. I don't know.
I can't do with you, Rich. I swear down, I can't.
I'm just saying, innit? Like you.
Yeah, they are. They are picking rubbish men. They're picking rubbish men on
of
purpose.
the whole reason we're even talking about this is because obviously, as Top Barb was saying, women make poor choices when they're younger, bruv. She just said it, bruv. Now you're saying, oh yeah, we would make the right guy. Which one of you's right and which one of you's wrong?
I think men choose.
I think I'm right. I don't think that women would pick the perfect guy.
Because men pick their wives. Women don't pick their husbands. Men pick their wives. So I personally think men choose. Because as Top Barb was saying, you will have girls that you will G. You will have girls that you will take seriously. Yeah? And at the end of the day, like I said, the man is the one that proposes. So he's chosen that woman to be his wife, not vice versa.
She still has to accept, though. It's not automatic.
So you're using the word accept now, yeah?
I get that, but like you said, women accept and men choose. Women accept and men choose.
That's down the line, though. That's down the line.
No, it is. Women accept and men choose. The same way.
No, the woman chooses initially, though.
Nah, I don't know.
You're not skipping the initial
Wait, hold on.
beginning.
But the thing is, how does the woman choose initially if the men are supposed to be pursuing?
What? Men have to approach. Listen, men approach women.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, isn't that
we understand that.
Isn't that him choosing?
On the whole, men approach women. Correct.
So isn't that in itself the choosing?
And let me ask you a little question. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think majority of women find the majority of men attractive? No. The answer is a big fat no. Yeah? So when we know that to be true, yeah, more than likely, just the mathematics of it, yeah, the probability is you're going to be approached by a lot of men that you don't find attractive, bro.
Right.
Okay, so
if you're approached by a lot of men that you don't find attractive, you're going to disqualify them and reject them.
Okay,
and then the ones that do approach you that you find attractive, you're going to be like, okay, I'm gonna talk to this guy because you got to choose. You make a decision.
Maybe
choose who you talk to and you choose.
I don't think that's the case, King. If it was a matter of if we're talking about women that have a bunch of suitors, then yes, it's a choice thing. But if we're talking about a woman that over the years have had to reject multiple men, and then one man comes along, but she has no other prospects. That's not a choice. You're accepting. There's a difference. Hold on. That is more reflective of reality than what you're trying to say. You think, and I think it's hold on, King, hold on 2 seconds. Again, I said it before, I'll say it again. I think that you think most women, when it comes to dating, their dating life is one of a high value woman that's highly sought after. That's not the case. Most women do not have. No. But that's what it sounds like where you're coming from, because the only way a woman would be able to choose is if she has options, and not all women have a plethora of options to choose from. They just have to accept what is the best, and a lot of women have to settle. That is the truth for the situation.
So she's gonna pick one of these guys out of her pool of guys, right?
I think
she's gonna
maybe not. It might not even.
She's gonna accept the best offer.
Even if she only has two guys, listen. Even if she has two guys interested in her, she's got to pick one, right?
Okay, but Richie, hold on. No. Do you think it's fair to say?
What do you mean no?
Because no. Okay, put it like this, Richez. We'll put it like this, yeah. Put it like this. If I've got two, if I had two, what's the word? What's the word when someone's acceptable? Candidates.
Suitors.
Okay, we'll go with suitors. If I had two suitors, yeah, two people that do fit my criteria, I find them attractive, yes, that is a choice. But if one of them is not matching my criteria, is not aligning with my criteria, and one of them is, that's not it's not even a choice. It's not even a decision. I'm rejecting one and I'm accepting one. I'm accepting one and rejecting the other. Do you get where I'm coming from?
Yeah, but so what though? You're making
that's essentially what I've been trying to say.
Scenario though. You're
No,
making
but
that
that
scenario
that
very
is
specific.
Yeah, but that is what I've
I'm
been trying to
generalizing.
articulate.
You're making it specific.
But that is what I've been trying to articulate to you this whole
But
time.
why
Is that
why would I be thinking about your specific scenario?
Because what I'm trying to explain to Richez, what I'm trying to explain to you is that not all women have perfect suitors lined up. That's just not the case. They have to reject you guys because they're not suitable.
Bro, nobody's perfect.
But don't men have choices as well?
Oh my God, that is not the point, Richez.
Then don't say it then.
That's not the point. No, you're misunderstanding what I'm telling you.
Wait,
I'm not.
Princess,
I'm telling
Princess,
you.
hold
Long
on.
story short, Richez, is what I'm trying to tell you is that to make a choice, there would have to be multiple choices that are acceptable. But the reality is, a lot of women don't have bunch of suitors that.
And that's based on their own dating requirements.
Yeah.
Wait, so Richez,
Yeah,
how
their
do you
own
feel-
choices and what they want in life. So it's their choice. Because if their dating requirements wasn't as strict, then they would have a bigger pool of men that they would be open to. So again, it's back to their choices, bruv.
How do you
Like,
feel?
how do you not get this?
How do you not get this? Is insane.
How do you
It's
feel about the
honestly
statement that women choose
insanity.
their boyfriends and men choose their wives? What about that?
I will agree with that. I will agree with that. Men choose commitment. I would agree with that.
So then how come you flogged me when I said that?
No,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So isn't that the ultimate? Isn't that the ultimate thing? Commitment. So that means men
you're
choose.
jumping all the way to marriage. You're jumping from all the way to marriage. You're forgetting
wrong with
all the
that?
steps that got to there. It didn't happen in a day.
What-
in
what-
a
All these
fortnight.
steps are not real. The only
Yeah,
real
they're not real,
commitment
I can't
is
lie,
marriage.
because
that
Richie,
means-
The only
if
real
a man-
If we go
commitment
by
is
your
marriage.
logic, yeah. If we
Yeah,
go by your
exactly.
logic, if we go
If
by
the
your
real-
logic,
if
yeah,
a man
that
wants to
means
marry you, he'll marry
if
you,
we,
so-
hey,
and he won't he won't dilly dally or anything.
Quiet. If we go by your logic, yeah, that means every guy, yeah, every woman that every guy really wants to be with, they can just holler at them. The next day they can propose. Next day the man chooses to make her his wife, and then
marriage
that's
is
it.
serious. These boyfriend-girlfriend relationships aren't serious. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but
That's
in the
point.
beginning, though, the woman
In the beginning,
has
what?
the woman has to choose to talk to the guy in the
necessarily.
beginning, bruv. Like, I don't understand, bro. Like, without
No,
that
because
vital
I think-
part,
no,
there's
actually,
nothing.
because
Listen,
the men are the
without that
pursuers,
vital
and-
step, listen, without that vital step in the beginning, at the very start, there's nothing. There's nothing warning at all.
So you think just because the woman is reciprocating, that means she's choosing and stuff? That's what you're saying.
Well, if she accepts your advances and rejects everybody else, what else can it be?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I still think men are the ones
What
who
don't
choose.
you know? What don't you
No,
know?
because I feel like they have more ultimate power. So I think that they do proper choosing. So
They have ultimate power, whatever that means, bruv. Bro, listen, Bethany, please, this is really simple, yeah? Let's say the perfect guy on paper comes to you and approaches you, yeah?
someone said a man.
No,
picks and a
I don't
woman
care what someone
chooses.
said. Listen to what I'm saying. If the perfect guy on paper comes to you, yeah? And he approaches you and says, Bethany, I really like you, and I really see that there's potential between me and you, yeah? Can I get your number so I can talk to you another time and arrange a date? And you say, nah, I'm not feeling you, nah. Then what's going to happen from that point on?
What do you mean? What's gonna happen from that point on?
I mean, what's going to happen? What happens after that? What happens between you and that guy after that?
Nothing.
Nothing, exactly. That's it. That's my point. Because you chose to make it be like that. Now, on the other hand, if the guy, on paper comes to you and says, oh, yeah, Bethany, I really like you. Can I get your number so we can go on a date? And you say, yeah, take my number. And then you actually speak to him. Because remember, he's got your number. So now he has to call you or text you. And you choose whether you're going to talk to him. And you choose whether you're going to go on that first date with him. Then who had the power in that dynamic?
I wouldn't even have been in that situation if the guy didn't approach me in the first place.
Who's got the power in that dynamic?
So the
Who's got the
man
power in that dynamic?
is
I'm not
choosing.
going to let you change the narrative.
He's picking.
Who had the power in that dynamic?
Sorry, is this 18 plus, King?
What? Nah. Let's not do no mad things. I mean, Bethany, you're not answering the question. Who had the power in the
Yeah,
dynamic?
but okay.
Fam?
But the thing is, I just disagree with you. I just disagree with you. I'm saying.
Well, at least you're being real. You just disagree, even though your disagreement makes no logical sense. But that's fine. That's fine. Moving on. That made no sense. Like, that is wild. But anyway.
What did I miss?
I'm just gonna reiterate the statement that women choose their boyfriends and men choose their wives, and the thing is, maybe it's because of the way that I think. I don't really see boyfriend.
What comes first, the boyfriend or the husband? What comes first?
Fiance.
The fiance becomes first before boyfriend.
I trained you well. I'm so proud of you.
Yes.
So fiance you become fiance before boyfriend.
But you get my point.
Why are you even doing that? That doesn't even make sense.
The thing is, Richie, I think these boyfriend girlfriend relationships, to me, they're just invalid. I don't consider them as anything. So
yeah, but it still happens though. So it doesn't matter if you consider it. It's still there.
I feel like my opinion is just from the way that I think. So we just disagree, innit? Like
I don't mind.
Women choose their boyfriends, men choose their wives. That's what I'm gonna say.
You don't.
I feel like that. No, you even agreed with that statement. That makes sense. So
no, but what you said after didn't make no sense.
Okay, didn't make sense. Well, but let's just agree. Let's just agree to disagree. Then.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Hopefully, people will learn from this and they will learn not to think crazy. Anyway, so yeah, man. Anyway, the thing I want to talk about, is what can be done. What do you think is a solution to black people's being so in love with criminals and gangster rap and all of this stuff? Because as far as I can see, they're getting more push than any time before. All these platforms, all these, let's listen to this guy's prison stories and blah, blah, blah. Every YouTube channel, podcast, everything's like ex-cons, ex-criminals, ex-this, ex-that. Like, and I understand everybody's trying to do their thing, but to me, the issue is there's not enough balance. And I think that it is having a very big influence on the youth. And now the youth are just looking like, just even like to what Yen was saying about that they're highly influenced. That's true, but they're being highly influenced by dysfunctional, degenerate people, bro. To be honest with you. So what do you not think about that?
You need to stop the baby mums.
I say mock them. I say mock the hell out of them. Don't give them no ratings. Just take the piss out of them. Make content cussing them. Make content just clowning them. Say, look, this guy was so dumb he went to jail for this stupidness. How retarded was he? Like, stop, trying to be like, and if they want to do something dumb, like threaten you and be like, oh, I'm going to turn up, I'm going to pull up on you. All right, cool, mate, do that. And then you're going to get your first class ticket back to the wing. Do you know what I mean? So I'm saying, you know what? Yeah, exactly. Don't let these brothers dominate the situation.
Got to boycott them.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to change much.
No, I don't say boycott them. I'm saying clown them. All right, cool.
We need to get to the root of the problem.
I'm saying,
the reason why I say boycott it? Because I used to work in a prison, and I used to have young prisoners that I would see, and their life is gone. They've got 25 years. And what I would always speak to them about is like, why would you go out of your way to do this for a postcode that's going to be there when you die? Like, just things like that. You have to boycott it. Because I had some of my students in prison, they're crying to me saying, you know what, miss, I regret the decision I made. I shouldn't have done that. And I'm like, exactly, because you were too busy running around the streets, acting like a damn fool. And now you're about to spend your whole life in prison.
Yeah. What's the root of the problem?
You have to boycott it.
Why are these things even being allowed to happen? Like, why are these things even manifesting? And who's raising these people?
Ooh, you want to go down that road, bruv?
I'm not gonna lie.
Bethany,
do you know the only reason why I have to disagree with that? Because a lot of the time you can raise your kids in the right way. It depends on who they're around. I always say this to parents. Friends play a big part in how your children will turn out. I'm telling you. Look, for example, you will have pastors' kids. They are the top criminals.
Can I say something?
They will go into church every Sunday praying, but they're the top criminals.
if we look by case basis and statistics,
Can I say something?
it's just the baby mums that are raising these degenerates. People do better.
I'd say, yeah.
Yeah,
They come
people
from
do better.
Let's be real.
every time.
Hold on, but
Not
people
every
do
time, but
better
most
in
of the time.
two-parent households on average and statistically. So we just need to stop glorifying single motherhood because it's
I'll
not
be
good
honest,
for our
I don't
community.
even think that's directly the issue, because there's plenty of kids that come from single parent households that are not like that, and there's plenty of kids that come from 2-parent households that do turn out like that. I don't think that's necessarily what's going on.
Of course, there's the princess. Of course, there's outliers. Of course, there's outliers.
I think if you did research,
finish my point? Can I finish my
Can I
point?
just say this quick? I think if you did the research to find to see the percentage of these boys that come from single parent households and they end up doing badness, runaways, doing all kinds of things, end up in jail, most of them will be from single parent homes.
I'm not disputing that the statistics are not correct. I'm just saying that when you look at it from a bigger picture, there's also a lot of children that come from those same type of backgrounds that are not doing those things, and there's also still a lot of children that don't come from single parent households that are still getting involved.
Yeah, but
Do you not think we should target the majority?
That's not my point. That's not my point. I don't want to focus on this. This is not my point. This is not my point. I don't want to focus on it. It's not my point. The point I'm trying to get at is I think it's a bigger issue than the community. I don't think this is just something that we can resolve within the community. Because again, I don't think that we have control over why this is actually happening. It's the media choosing to push this narrative. We've seen it happen in America with the 80s and the what pandemic, and now we see it what's going on in social media and with the media of music, movies, TV shows. What is being pushed? We're getting BMF in our face, power in our face, pop boy in our face. Music, we've got a certain type of genre that we're dominating, both female and male, and we're the faces of it. And the type of lifestyle that goes along with that is degeneracy. I do think it's the higher ups, and because it's the higher ups, and we haven't got much power over them, and I don't think that's going to change anytime soon. Unless you lots are going to jump on Bouncer's wave and do a reset, I think it does start in the home, but not necessarily about single parents. It's about instilling certain values into your children. That's where it really starts.
I agree. I think we do need a reset, but it's not just a reset of who like the nepotism in music industry and all of that. It's deeper than that. I think that we need a reset of mentality and what is real.
Yeah.
Because if we go by what is real currently, it is, have you been to jail? Like, what was you like when you was in school? Was you in this gang? Do you know this? Like, that's perceived as real. Like,
so what I was going to then say,
you sold poison on the street. That was real. You stabbed this guy, you stabbed that guy. That was real. Like, we need a reset of mentality and stop listening to degenerate idiots online.
See what I was going to say is
like what Drizzy said. They actually need to start getting clowned, not supported, but clowned. Like you're an idiot.
Okay, so the next part that I was going to say as well is going to speak to this point. The other day I went on a stream, right? And I went on a stream with, it was meant to be 2 rappers, but just before we got there, the other one got arrested. And I remember speaking to the other rapper because I'm actually kind of cool with him, and he was like, the reason he did what he did is he had something to prove. And that made me think on a deeper level, right? A lot of these kids that are getting involved with this, they feel like they need to get validation, and they like what you're saying about the realness, they want the validation from the elders, and they want to feel like their masculinity is being validated in a particular way. Yeah. I feel like they can get that same satisfaction from cadets, or they can get it from, I don't want to go as extreme to say the military, but activities in which their masculinity is tested, challenged, and challenged, exercise.
Discipline.
It's not even just discipline. That's definitely a big part of it. But I think it's specifically the challenging of it and proving yourself. That's what I feel like is at the root of a lot of these young G's. Because you know what? Some of these young G's, they're not slanging packs. They're not going OT. They're just on the end doing whatever the hell the elders tell them to do. Go and dip down this guy. Go rob this guy. Because they're looking for the approval. Do you understand?
But
So I feel like
but that sounds like
definitely-
people that
that
ain't
is
got no
definitely
dad.
when we're talking about single mothers, I think it's important to highlight as well. There is a missing father from the household.
Yeah.
That is I think that's what we should be focusing on more
clutch.
rather than pointing the finger and saying, "Oh, you raised your son wrong." To
Can
the
I
single
just
mom.
interrupt?
I'm not saying
No,
not
can I-
raising
can I
the-
speak?
No, but
That's
I'm just
like
saying that
important.
the absence. Can I say, because I made that point, yeah, just the absence of the male figure being there, I feel like we severely underestimate it. And I'm just saying, like, you know, a lot of these people like to say that the men have changed and stuff. But to be honest, you can just see from his actions, like, you ignore the red flags, and he wasn't interested in being a dad in the first place. Like, we need to understand as women that not every single man wants to be a father. Not every single man is worthy of having our kids.
Yep.
So I do think that we should actually have more scrutiny when it comes to picking men, because clearly it's not doing good for our children at all. And this is what's happening. All of these degenerates from the streets, statistically, the majority of them come from single mother households, and then they're going to influence other kids, and then the cycle repeats. Like,
So
it's a
can I
big
just
issue.
interject
can I
and
add
speak
something,
like
bro?
as devil's advocate? Because I do agree, like, the whole broken family, it's not really a good thing now. I want to look at it from a deeper perspective. You've got the social, economical perspective, and then you've got the emotional and mental perspective. Now, for example, Top Barb, you mentioned getting your kids involved in like activities like cadets and etc., doing extracurricular activities. Whether you like it or not, especially in today's society, a lot of parents don't have the money to afford extracurricular activities because why? They're working full time just to put food on the table, pay the bills, and provide for their kids in a household. Now, another aspect is due to parents working a lot, they miss out on the emotional and mental well-being of their children, because you can have kids that stay inside all day. And I'm going to use this as a perfect example. Why? Because he was one of my students. I don't know if you guys saw the boy that did the Southport killing that emmed off the 3 girls. Yeah? Cool. He come from a 2-parent household. Parents are married, good household. Do you know where he got the idea of those killings from? Yeah? Was watching a game. He was looking at games, looking at like war games, doing research on history about wars, etc. That's what started his idea of his radicalism and his terrorism and led to what he did. Now, I'm not saying that parents who aren't present plays a big factor. No, that really does. But sometimes parents can be in the household, but they're not necessarily present emotionally or mentally because they're spending too much time working. So they don't actually have the time to check in on their kid and actually see what they're actually doing or see what they're getting up to. And then as for extracurricular activities, they might not necessarily have the finances.
Hold on, let me jump in.
Can I just respond to that quick though?
Hold on.
True,
Hey. Let me just respond to that quickly, yeah? Like, and I get what you're saying about that case, but I feel like from what you just said, it sounds like there's some mental health. There was mental health issue there with that boy. Like, I don't think that just by playing video games, you're going to go and do that. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, I don't believe that. But let me say this, though. I do agree with what you're saying where parents not being there for their children emotionally or just like giving enough time because they're working a lot. I understand that. But I think that, again, if you look at the majority of cases, that particular scenario is going to happen when it's a single mum. Because it's a single mum who will be doing 3 jobs, working 3 jobs, and she won't really have time for her kids because she's trying to flipping survive. Do you get what I'm saying now? Like, if there's two adults there who have like made the decision to have children at the right time, not just doing it recklessly, but they planned to have children, then that would be the optimal scenario. So then, yeah, there would be time for one of the parents to be at work and one of the parents to give time emotionally to the child. Or if there is two adults in the home, they will have enough income so that they can put the child through to some extracurricular activities. I think that what you're describing predominantly is what happens in these single mother households, because that is predominantly the situation where these kind of boys come from. Do you get what I'm saying? And I understand the example you gave, but I still don't think that, I really think that that's a very vast minority scenario.
Okay, fair enough.
You know what I'm saying?
Richez. One second, I just wanted to add to Bev as well, respond to her, sorry. The thing is, when we compare a single mother household maybe to a household that has two parents, even if their emotional support isn't there or isn't as strong, I'm not gonna lie, it's just always better for just someone, the father, just to be there. Like, even if, I'm not saying like negate, the emotional aspect as well, but just the fact that there's a male, masculine father figure present, it goes a long way, because that means the children are less likely to try and outsource that from external, areas. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm sorry, it just doesn't compare, and the statistics show that it doesn't compare. So,
hey, Scoop, what are you saying?
I'm hearing everyone's points, and everyone's made some pretty valid points. Obviously, Richez, you know what I do, and I do a lot of workshops in schools. Do you know what it is? There's a mixture of problems within the community. First off, we got to look at the things that we idolize as a community. Yeah. So I think it was Top Bob that was making your point about, for example, look at the shows that we idolize, right? The Top Boys, the this, that, the other, the rap music. All these things glorify a ghetto mentality. Mm-hmm. And the thing about it is, if you don't change your mentality, you can't change yourself. Mm-hmm. So if you got to look at the things that we glorify within the community. So for example, Richez, I played rugby growing up, yeah? Mm-hmm. My mum was like, all right, cool. We got a lot of aggression. She made me play rugby, which was a predominantly middle-class sport, yeah? People try to ostracize me for it and this, that, and the other. For example, you go to schools now, the guy that's smart's called a nerd. The guy that's smart's called a geek. The guy that we don't, it's like, for example, we don't champion intelligence enough.
Yeah.
We don't champion intelligence enough. And it's like, when I go into schools now and I teach workshops, like, because I always have I do poetry, I do spoken word, and I teach a lot of these kids, don't let anyone define who you are, yeah? If you like drawing, you like this, you like that, be that. We have this mentality that unless you're kicking ball or rapping, you ain't going to make it out of the hood.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things that we need to change. We need to start showing them that you can provide with your mind and there's nothing wrong with being intelligent. You know what I'm saying? It's like, we got to look at the things that we glorify as a community. And for example, as a man that didn't really have my dad about, yeah, the one thing I noticed is that a lot of what young men need is that guidance. So what I mean by that male guidance, because I provide it to a lot of young men now, is that male guidance, because a woman can raise a boy. I don't think she can raise him to be a man. Mm. Yeah, because there's certain things that a man will teach you. Like, for example, I see a lot of these young men, they have no emotional control. They get upset about everything. They whine out about everything. And it's like, I feel that they need to be taught that in life you can't do that. Mm. So I was saying that
women can't teach that?
No, hear what I'm saying is, I'm not saying a woman can't teach that, but 9 times out of 10, she's too busy. You know what I'm saying? The point I'm trying to make is...
Nah, man, I don't even think that. I just don't think women... A woman's experience, a woman's life experience is different to a man's experience. Standard. You don't know, you don't see the world through the man's perspective the same way we don't see the world through the woman's perspective, bro. So
that's true.
The man but unfortunately, in most scenarios when it's a single parent household, it's the mum who is the parent in the household. So these boys, they grow up to have feminine traits. They have feminine ways of dealing with the world, which unfortunately, if you try to deal with the world like you're a woman and you're a man, you are going to get punished for that. Yeah. Seriously. You get what I'm saying? Because women can literally while out and not go to jail, bro. Women can get away with a lot of bad behavior and there's no repercussions. As a man, zero tolerance, bro.
Yeah.
So this is why a man has to teach a boy that, bro, like you can't do that, bro.
That's what I'm saying. And I'm also saying, like, she shouldn't have to. Do you know what I'm saying? Because remember, 2 people make a child. 2 people make a child, so it's up to those 2 people to raise the child. One, you're supposed to get maybe the nurturing essence from the mum and how to be a man from the dad. Do Do you know what I'm saying? Which is why I think it's very important because to me, it's not just having two parents; it's having two good parents.
Yeah, good parents. Yeah,
it's having two good because you can have two parents and they both don't know what they're doing, bro. I'm gonna be real with you. Yeah,
you could.
You can have a dad. You can have a dad in the house. You can have a dad in the house who's unproductive and he's just there he's being a baby father instead of being a dad. Do you know what I'm saying? And I've seen that a lot.
Generally weak. Just
generally weak. And it's like this. And I always say this is the man that's gonna raise your son. So I always say like, you know what I'm saying? It's I don't know, man. It's just as a community.
And it goes back to what we're saying in this live, yeah. That like for instance, they were saying how the girls go after these kind of criminal and rappers and all these kind of degenerate guys when they're young. Yeah, but the issue is you have kids with these guys when you're young. That's the issue. So it's not even just the fact of you lot sleep with these guys and mess with these guys and date these guys and it makes other boys feel like, oh, well, I have to be like those guys to get girls. It's not only that, but you actually end up having kids with them.
Say this, Richez. Can I say this, yeah? So, for example, they have kids with them. It's like I always say to people, right? In life, you have to deal with the consequences of your actions. Yeah. So it's like, let's just say, for example, now as a young man, that's why when I talk to young men, I tell them, don't let the hard way be the only way that you learn. Yeah, because there are certain lessons you will carry with you for life. So I say to them, for example, if you get a criminal record for doing something mad, say you're 18 and you get a criminal record for doing something mad, you can turn around at 30 and say, oh yeah, I've learned my lesson, but that criminal record could still be hindering you.
It's still there.
It's still there.
It's still there.
So I say, like, try to make better decisions. You know, I always encourage the kids, try to make better decisions for your future.
And that's what I think a lot of women don't understand. That's why, like, I think Bev said it before that, oh yeah, but if you've dated dumb guys before, blah, 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 don't you deserve to get a good man now? I mean, everybody, I guess, is okay, everyone can get a second chance, but there's repercussions for your actions, fam.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? There's repercussions for your actions, like.
Love something means you display the qualities of, you know what I'm saying? So
that's it. Like, if you've gone and you've got two kids with some guy in jail, like, I mean, what do you expect like a decent guy that's done the right thing with his life? How do you think he's gonna view that?
He's not gonna be looking for you still.
That's what I'm saying, like, and this is the reality. This is what's going on, bro. Like, and in my opinion, I think baby mama culture is very much idolized or worshipped in the black community. It's seen to be, oh yeah, she's strong. Yeah, she's strong because she's had to do what she's had to do. But is this optimal? Is this what we really want to see? No.
But Richez, can I say something?
Go on.
There's another side of things that we don't see. Yeah? So I just did a small writing job for a family up north. I just come back today, yeah. And this family have had like a big business within the family through 4 generations. Yeah. Do you know the other thing that burns me as well is that you see when you see like what we call BLK families doing well, it doesn't get promoted, bro. Yeah. Yep. The positivity that happens within our community doesn't get pushed out there. Yeah, it's just the negativity. The thing that bugs me is the fact you would think from the outside looking in that we're just doing bad.
Yeah,
we're just doing bad
it's
things.
It's the minority.
Yeah. Or we don't have affluent people or people that are in good jobs doing good. But we got people who are barristers, lawyers. We got people in such high positions within society, but we tend to focus on people doing the mad things.
They don't get the big platforms, bro.
I said this because a lot of the time, the YT people are the ones that run the media, and hence why they will always push the negative BLK situations out there, push that agenda. Because I've always said BK people who do positive things and are successful don't get pushed out as much in comparison to the negative things that happens in our community. Why? Because the YT people are the ones behind the media. They control it. That's what I said.
It's a fact. There's a kid right now in Nigeria. Yeah, he's 11 years old with a higher IQ than Einstein. They're never going to tell you about that.
Yeah.
There's a 12-year-old now who's a chess master. Can beat nearly every single person you at chess, and he's 12. Not going to tell you about that.
But they're going to tell you about the latest rapper that came out of prison, though.
Guaranteed.
They're going to tell you. That's what they're going to show you. I mean, like, bro, like, they literally show you, if some rapper bought a chain from a jeweler, that's all over Instagram. It's like, who gives a fuck what this rapper's doing, bruv? Or like we have to listen to the prison stories from this guy who just came out of jail. Oh, his life was crazy. We have to sit down and do a whole show listening to his talking about his come up as some criminal, bro.
But you know another problem with this?
Sorry.
It's crazy, bro. Like, it's crazy.
Give me one sec, right? So, all right, bro, give me one sec, right? So, right, let's reframe it, right? If I said to somebody, this glass of water or juice or whatever, right, has 1% of poison in it, are they gonna drink it? No, they're not. Even if it's like 1%, if I said to you, this glass of water's got 1% of poison in it, 99% that you won't get poison. The vast majority of people ain't gonna drink it. So now when they're trying to reframe this thing about like, oh yeah, we should accept that these criminals are they've got a platform and they can chat pop. I'm just like, do you understand that there's at least a 1% potential that could ruin your life? So it's like, okay, you understand the concept. So you're just an idiot at this point now. So there's, for me, this is what I'm just like, right, you understand it. You're choosing to be ignorant and go with a narrative that you feel, for some stupid reason, that you want to go along with. So I'm just like, oh, cool, be ignorant, but you deserve the consequence that comes along with it now. And there's not going to be any concession. And I don't think us as the public now should give any concessions for people who choose to be ignorant now.
Yeah, I don't either.
Right.
I don't either.
Yeah, those days are done.
Yeah, it's done. Stop allowing people to be ignorant and laughing it off and be like, yeah, it's cool. Nah, it's not cool. It's dumb. Like, I'm not hearing it, bro. I want this new guy, Unknown Motion, to speak, because he said, bro, it's artistic expression. Why so much hate for rap? So go on.
Man, that's what I wanted to say, literally, because you see on the rap thing, like a lot of the reasons why we jump on roads, I'm not saying but like why we jump on roads is because of a lack of opportunities in a racist system. Do you get it? So when it comes to the music thing, a lot of us are like, yo, just want to express ourselves, innit? So you jump in the booth, you make music, and do you get it? Like, what's the issue, bro? It's art. Do you know what I'm saying? The same way people make movies about all types of violence, Call of Duty, all them types of things and all that. Do you get it? It's art, bro. It's not that deep.
It actually is that deep, though. It actually is that deep, because at the end of the day, yeah, you're saying that you lack of opportunities, racism, blah blah blah. Now there's opportunities everywhere. You had opportunity from when you went to school, bro. Do you realize in Nigeria that most of the kids, they have to pay to go to school, bro? And then a lot of these Nigerian kids that have to pay to go to school, they do very well.
Yeah, but bro, we have
and you live in a country where you don't have to pay to go to school. You choose not to be academic, bro.
Bro, let me
because
it's
a very easy process, bro. When you really deep it, it's actually an easy process. You just keep your nose out, keep yourself out of trouble, read your books, choose a profession you're gonna do that's actually gonna make some money, go to school. And that's what we have to do. Apply yourself. But
King Richez, bro. Come and respond to that, though.
Most people in our community don't give a crap about academics, bro.
Come and respond to that, bro.
And it's just like what Scoop said, that if you are somebody who's intelligent, because bro, we all went through these phases in school, bro. If you're if you're too intelligent and you're black, bro, that's seen as you're unique.
Richez, and I respond quickly, bro. Yeah. Let me tell you something. We can obviously take the academic route as black boys, innit? Do you get it? But yeah, that don't pay very handsomely, innit? So man, them are seeing like, okay, if I jump in a booth and I become an artist, bro, and I go clear, that's gonna pay more than me working some finance job that pays. 1 second though, bro. Let me land the point though, bro. Let me land it though. Can I land it? Can I just land my point quickly, innit? Yeah, let me just land my point quickly. So man, them are thinking, bro, I'm trying to make it out the hood, bro. Do you get it? I'm not trying to be doing this 9 to 5 for 30 racks a year, bro. That's not paying the bills, innit? So they're thinking, okay, let me do something artistic. Do you get it? So I can go clear. Bro,
so you're making 30k? Are you telling me you're making more than 30k a year from music?
If you don't mind my asking,
hold on. This is a very important conversation. Hold on. This part here is very important. So I want this to be very clear, everyone, one at a time, boys, because this is very important.
Can I speak, bro? Please.
All right, I'll ask him after, yeah.
Please, may I? Because
go on, one at a time, go on.
You're saying, so let me get it straight. You don't want to do your education and go get a good job for minimum 30k because that's not going to pay the bills. But how much have you made off of music this year?
You're missing the point. You're missing the
No.
point, bro.
Answer my question. How much did you make off music this year?
You're missing the point, bro.
But
It's not even
answer my question.
I'm gonna answer you though. I'm gonna answer
So
you.
it should be a number that I hear out of your mouth.
Wait, Arlette, can I answer you though? Can I answer you?
Answer me with a number.
Okay, even with the working.
That's not a number.
Bro,
so you've made
don't
less
do
than
that,
30K.
man.
No.
This is not an adult conversation if you're gonna do that, bro. Man's
I'm
an
only
adult,
asking
fam.
you a question, and I only needed
don't
a
sound
number
like
from
one.
you. So if you're not gonna answer my question, I'm gonna continue with what I was saying. A lot of these rappers are not making more than 30K. Hell, they're not even making more than 10K.
They're not.
This is ridiculous. How are you gonna sit here and tell us, grown people? I'm pretty sure all of us have jobs here, and we pay bills and we pay taxes.
Bro, can I add, bro?
Hold
on, bro. Go on.
How are you gonna sit here and tell us all big people that you don't want to go and work hard, save your money, stack your money, be financially literate? Because
Can I ask you something else though?
No, you don't get to ask me no questions because I'm talking.
Are you alright?
I'm talking.
Now let her
This is
finish
the time
and you
to
can
listen.
go in after. Go on.
Bro,
And I'm
you're
starting
being
to
nuts,
see.
though.
I'm starting
Calm down,
to see
fam.
and
You're a bit
understand.
aggressive. You're a bit hostile, man.
I'm
Chill,
starting
innit?
to see and
You
understand.
man's calm here. Don't be hostile, fam.
Sweetheart, I'm talking. I'm being hostile because you're over talking me. I'm starting to see why you can't keep a job and why you're not offered a job. But you can't have no impulse control the way you're going in. There's no way. You would not
Let's
be able
just stick to the topic. Let's not say personal. Just stick to the topic. Go on.
I'm trying to stick to the topic, but this is what I'm saying. When I was talking about these young people, they need to have things like cadets and they need to have activities to go to so they can learn some discipline. This is what I'm talking about. He doesn't even have the discipline to be quiet when other people are talking. We get
it, but let's
no.
get
But
to
this
the
is the
point.
point. This is the point I am making, though, Kings. That is the point I'm making. It's laziness, lack of discipline. That is the point here. You're trying to say that there's no opportunities. There's plenty of opportunities. The government, hold on,
bro.
There are plenty of free courses and opportunities for you to go and take advantage of. It's just that you lack the discipline and you don't have the integrity to actually go through and do those things.
Can I respond, please? So, firstly, I don't know who you're talking to because I've got a job, darling. Yeah. So please just watch your tone. Yeah. I've got a job. Thank you. I'm referring to the man them who don't have the same opportunities. Okay, who are maybe not as intelligent, not as high IQ. So they're thinking, how can I make bread, bro? How can I raise bread? So they're gonna shop. Do you get it? They're gonna shop because that pays more than a warehouse. Oh my god, bro! Can you let me land my point, please? Can I just land my point, bro?
You interrupted me hundreds of times.
I've never interrupted you, bro.
Yes, you did.
King Richez, can man land or
go on.
Because I know you ain't got no moderator here. So what I'm saying
the moderator.
Say that. So for me personally, you're talking about man. I've got a job, bro. So I'm not even talking about myself. I know man them who are not as intelligent when it comes to the books, bro. So they're thinking, how can I raise money? So they're gonna shot loud. They're gonna shot. You get me? They're gonna shot, bro. They're gonna shot. Of course they are because they ain't got. They want to make money, bro.
Bro, like
you
I get what you're saying. Listen,
you see the thought process.
Hold on. I see the thought process. Like this is the thing, yeah. Like, bro, like I come from that place, bro. Like this is what I'm saying. I'm not some sneaky guy from fucking Cambridgeshire, bro. Like I know what you're talking about, but the reality is, the truth is, there is options, bro. Like all that. I'm just in the flats, man. Bro, I'm broke, blood. Like, bro, there's free courses you can do. You could start laboring. You could start anything, bro. I'm sure you can actually do security courses for free. If you didn't know, you can actually get security courses for free if you're on JSA and all of these kind of things. There's loads of things you can do. Apprenticeships, MVQs, all these kind of things. And you mean to tell me there's nothing you can do to rise up money, bro?
Richez, I fully hear you, yeah. I fully hear you, yeah.
Do you know what it is, yeah?
I fully agree with you, bro.
It's because guys are watching movies, listening to music. They're listening to other boys, older guys in their ends that don't even know much more than they do, listening to their opinion on what's real. and then they're just trying to get fast money because a lot of them they don't understand
lazy
consistency. They don't understand hard work. They don't understand delayed gratification. They don't understand these things, bro. They have the minds of children, bro. They have the minds of little kids. And do you want to know?
Yo,
hold on. And the last but not least, the most crucial fact is a lot of these guys that you see and they go and do drilling and trapping and they got a big chain and they got a nice car and blah, blah, blah. Guess what? At the end of the day, they end up getting a regular job at the end of the day. Most of them. So all of this is a joke. You're gonna, I don't want to do a 9 to 5 because it's only 30 racks. Boom, boom, boom. At the end of the day, after you've been jailed, you've been stabbed, you've been shot, you got money, you lost it, all of these things, and you come back and then you still go and become a plumber. So what's the point, bruv?
Oh, I fully hear what you're saying there, but man's gonna say this, innit? Yeah, not everybody is afforded the same opportunities. You get it?
Oh my
and
God.
You know what I'm saying? And people are thinking, raw. People are in desperate situations. They're thinking, raw, what's the fastest way?
Lads, we're not in
Richez, can I just say something? Richez, can I say something?
I think some people are quite out of touch on this panel. I'll be real.
Unknown. I'm gonna be honest with you.
People are out of touch, bro.
The first thing I want to say is,
one second,
the first thing I want to say is, not all 9 to 5s only play 30k. If you pick up a trade like become an engineer, an electrician, even bus drivers, train drivers, those are also 9 to 5s that pay very well. I just want to say that. 2, do you know how music works? I'm just generally asking because you said if you go clear. If you go clear, it's not even a 100% chance you will make money from that music. And number 2, another thing is, until you start getting a certain amount of streams and viewers and listeners, you're not actually going to see revenue from that music because the artist is always paid last. Because why? Studio time, production, producers, music engineers, songwriters, they all get paid before you, the artist.
Babe, can I respond to that quickly and ask you a question? Right? Yeah?
Okay, cool.
So, even on the music thing, right? What if a man just wants to jump in a booth because he enjoys music, though? Should we discourage that? Like, what's wrong with that? He just wants to make music, bro.
Well, not
express himself. Like, is that an issue, though?
But it's not the only way
He's
out.
an artist, innit? It's artistic expression, though.
That's
so
not
why
what
are we
we're
discouraging
talking about.
that, though?
We're talking about people that are doing it
But
for
we're
a hobby.
saying it's not the only way out. That's the problem.
What if a man says he wants to do it as a hobby and he ends up blowing, though? Because that's how most of these artists start, though. That's how most of these artists start. They were unknown and they said, yo, I just want to jump in a booth, and they blow up. So why should we discourage that, though?
Bro,
can you name me 5 UK artists that blow up?
Bro, if you're taking time out to go studio, to make songs, you're in the back of your mind. It may not be at the front, but in the back of your mind, you're hoping you're going to make something out of this. You're hoping people are going to listen to your music. You're not making music.
But what's wrong with that, King Richez, though? What's wrong with that? It's a hustle, though.
Make music just
it's a hustle, though, bro. It's a hobby. It's a passion, and it's a hustle, though. What's wrong with that? It's music, isn't it?
Let's be real.
Expression, bro.
Most of these guys are not doing music
that are not going to blow. Most people doing it are not going to blow. Most. For every Bugsy Malone, every Stormzy, for every Dave, for every one of those people, a lot of people failed, bro.
Yeah, King Richez, can man have a talk? Can I speak to you real quick? Yeah, because I've had a look at some of your content. Do you get it? On certain streams, broski, you will be like, you want to bang a man in his face. Do you get it? You'll say that, bro. Because you get it. You will say that, innit? So the same way, if man wants to jump in the booth because I'm vexed one day and say, I want to dip up guys, it's very similar, bro. I'll be real.
No, it's not.
It's a way of expressing yourself, bro.
It's the only time I will ever express myself in that kind of way if somebody's violating me, bro. I don't go out there on mission.
It's the same thing with drill artists, bro.
I don't encourage people.
Yeah, Richez, drill artists have real life ops, bro.
I don't glamorize.
Richez, you're missing the point, though, my brother.
I don't glamorize, bro. Like you're telling me I was there. I know what I say, bro.
Yeah, but King Richez, you're missing my point, bro.
I know what I say. Bro, like,
Richez,
I don't
bro,
know
man,
what
I'm
you
not trying to
think.
misrepresent you, brother. I'm not trying to misrepresent you because I fuck with your content in it. But I've seen you on stream say you will punch up guys when they're violating. Do you get it?
Okay.
So the same way a drill artist, if he jumps in the booth and he's got real life ops and he wants to jump on the mic and say, "I'll dip up these youths because they violated," it's the same thing, bro.
I think there's a big difference.
It's the same thing, brother.
No, it ain't the same thing because guess what? You could get stabbed one time and die, bruv.
True.
So it's not the same. It's the same way, like, if you get arrested for dipping someone and I get arrested for having a fight in the street, it's not going to carry the same sentence, is it? So it can't be the same.
Richez, on some of the tracks, they won't say they want to dip up guys. They say they want to punch up guys. It's the same thing, bro.
Oh, you're playing semantics now.
It's the expression, fam.
At the end of the day, look,
like, bro, at the end of the day,
King is not known to be violent. That's not his whole brand and his whole image. He's not making his career off of saying he's gonna dip man down or punch man down or whatever.
That's what I'm saying,
that's
like,
not what it is.
what
So
you-
stop
what-
it.
what you on,
You're
like?
being disingenuous and you're playing semantics now.
It's a semantics
I can't
game
listen
you're
to it.
playing right now, bro. Like,
All I'm
Someone else can talk in it, man. I'm just having a convo in it. It's not really a host.
I'm
Get
happy
it?
you came in. Do
Music
you know
is not the
what? Do you know
only way
what?
out.
Hold on. I'll let you speak after. I'm happy you came in to speak from that side of it because I like to have like people that have different points of view in it. So that is good that you came in it. Like, do you get what I'm saying? That's why I
Get
think
it, bro. It's not even a hostile thing in it. It's just man's got my.
No, it's never hostile.
You know what I'm saying? I've just got my mindset and broski, let me tell you, innit, man's from the hood, innit? Do you get it? I'm not trying to say that, like, I'm sure a lot of us are. Do you know what I'm saying? And we know how things get. Do you get it? When desperate times come on and man are like, yo, how do I raise money right now? Do you know what I'm saying? And it's, do you get it?
But bro, this is what I'm saying.
Normal people go and get a job.
Guys, bro, like most of these guys, they end up getting a job in the end anyway, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? Most of these guys end up getting a job. Everyone in the chat that is watching, yeah, please press one in the chat if you know someone that was on road, doing badness on road, doing this, dipping people, blah, 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 went jail, came back and still end up doing a normal job.
100%. Like,
everybody knows people like that, bro. Now, how many people in the chat know a multi-millionaire rapper? Not that many.
Richez, all I'm gonna say is this, Richez. King Richez, what I'm gonna say is this here. If I know a young G, right, and he's telling me, bro, I wanna jump in a booth, innit? I've got things to say in a booth. I'm not gonna tell him, bro, don't jump in a booth. I'm gonna tell him, bro, express yourself, innit? Do you get it?
I'll tell him to get a new life, bro. If your life is so messed up that you don't know what to do with yourself, I think you need to redirect your energy into maybe getting a job and then keeping your nose down. Because guess what? Or keeping your head down. Because you know why? Do you want to know the truth about it as well, yeah? If you're working a 9 to 5, no matter what it is, whether you're doing the low paying one or a high paying one, yeah, you're not going to have time to do stupid things anymore. You won't have enough time. You'll be too tired, bruv. Because guess what? You waking up in the morning, going to your job for 8 hours. You're going to be commuting. You're going to eat, watch some TV, and go to sleep. You're not even going to have time to hang out with your friends on the block. Listen, let me tell you this, and I know that's true because I remember when I used to hang out on the block and I used to bun weed and all that dumb shit, and then the friends of mine that had 9 to 5s, they only used to pass through. They'd say, yeah, spud everyone, yeah, what's going on, oh yeah, I'm just coming from work, what you man on? Nah, we're just here, innit? We're just chilling. Oh, cool. Oh man, I gotta go in, man. I'm tired, I got work in the morning. Alright, safe blood. Boom. You don't even have time. Do you get what I'm saying? This is why these boys, as soon as they are eligible to work, they should go and get jobs, bro. They should go and get jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Because okay, when you're how old are you? 16, you can start working in it. If you're 16 years old and you get a job, bruv, yeah. Don't tell me about I ain't got enough money to rise up this and rise up that, bro. Like you're 16 years old, bro. You don't need to buy me back.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
You ain't got bills to pay. You live in your
You ain't got bills, bro. So by the time you get to 18, you should have stacked bare money, bro. You got 24 months of working. You ain't got no peas.
I'll be real, yeah.
Come on, cuz.
Unknown, didn't you say you had a job?
Hold on, Bev.
Man's got a job.
But then why would you encourage... Wait, sorry, Top Bar. So why would you, as someone who has a job, encourage a youngster to get in the studio and express themselves?
The reason being, Bev, I'll tell you why, right? Because, I'll tell you why. a lot of youths have talent in music. Do you get it? And if they use it in the right way, do you know what I'm saying? I think, and you know, if that's what they want to do to express themselves, I'd actually say that's a more interesting career. Do you get it? I'm not saying I'm not happy with my career, but if a man is young and he's got that talent and he wants to pursue that career, I'll be like, bro, go for that. That's lit. Do you know what I'm saying? As you know, as much as we need people who are 9-to-5ers, what's wrong with the artists and entertainers? We need them as well. Do you get it?
They're
useless.
Honestly.
They're useless. I would say they're useless, bro.
The blind
I'm
use
not
the
gonna
blind.
lie. You trying to use this excuse, yeah, that is a form of expression. This, that, second, and four is BS as well. Because I know a couple men that do go studio and write their raps, but they ain't publishing it nowhere, so they're not promoting or pushing no negativity. They keep it to themselves and it stays on their phone, or they send it to their close people around them. If it genuinely was just about expression, then they would be keeping it to themselves.
Bro, I don't know, man. I love music, but I can't live without music. Do you get it? Man can't live without music, though.
I'm not
Let her
talking.
finish. Let her finish quickly. Go on, bro. Go on.
Alright, saying that.
So when we're talking about expression of art and all these things, I can't lie, that's bullshit. And also, I feel like it's really disingenuous. We all know that most men are jumping on the mic to make money. I've spoken to multiple rappers and asked them why they started rapping. Some of them, they hit the charts. Some of them didn't hit the charts, but I promise you all know them. They all did it because they thought it was going to make them money.
Yeah.
That's the reason why they do it. Yeah. So allow all that BS about, oh, it's just an expression of art. No.
Nah, a lot of the times they want to tell their story as well, though. Do you get it? They want to tell their story.
Don't need to be told, bruv.
Why is
not those, bro?
Some stories don't need to be told, bruv.
Why is this such
I don't care.
Bro, okay, so King Richez, what's the difference between violent movies and you know the raps that people put out? It's the same kind of thing, no? You get it? These violent movies.
And bro, but I said the media. I talk about it's not just rap.
This is what he didn't listen to the whole conversation. That's what it is. He doesn't know what the conversation is even about, and I realized it a long time ago. He doesn't know what we're talking about.
What you're talking about, but I feel like too often let me just land this point quickly. I'll let you respond. I feel too often BLK boys, we get a bad rap when we want to start doing our artistic expression and it's quote unquote violent, innit? But whenever other demographics want to be violent, there's no issue. I see YT boys, you get me, making violent movies, making violent music as well. Do you get it? So too often we get a bad rap for it.
So
we are
clearly he didn't listen to the conversation.
We are socio-economically at the bottom, bro. Do you understand that? You can't do you don't understand because you wouldn't have said that comment, bruv. Because if you understand what being socio-economically at the bottom means, you can't act like they are acting. You can't behave like they're acting. You can't get away with what they're doing, bro. It don't work like that, fam. You're going to have to work harder. I'm sorry. What our parents said, you're going to have to work 5 times harder. It's true. There's a reason why they allow this negative, dysfunctional media to carry on. Because it keeps us down, bro. That's the reality. And guess what? If a lot of the black boys, instead of using the time of their life when they have the most energy, the most capacity to learn and all of these things, and they're using that time of their life to go in the booth and rap about drilling and trapping, I think that's a waste, bro. Because there's a lot of boys that are drillers and trappers and want to be rappers that are very intelligent and they could use their energy in something else more tangible. But guess what? Nah. We all got to be artists.
What you're saying, bro, I hear what you're saying, but do you know what I'm saying? Like, we're always going to have them artists there in our community, innit? The rappers are always going to be there. And you know what? I think they're needed, bro, because some of them tell that story of rags to riches that all of us can relate to as BLK people. Do you get it? That's why a lot of us...
I told you he wasn't listening.
But listen, why are you interrupting me, though? You've interrupted me enough times, though.
You interrupt me, so I'm interrupting.
No, I haven't.
You didn't listen to me.
These two fancy each other.
Absolutely, the fuck. I don't date young boys.
You haven't even seen young boys. You might be your type still.
Yeah, she's obvious still. She's obvious.
You know damn well what my type is. Don't do that.
He's probably your type still.
You know exactly what my type is, King. Don't do that. I don't date little boys. Thank you.
You don't know anything about him. He's like the way
he's a little boy. He's a little boy. The way he's talking, he's a little youth, man.
There's tension there. There's tension there.
Unknown. Just remember the key word is if you blow up. If. Please. Because I feel like you're assuming that all these drill rappers are gonna blow. No. It's no. We gotta be realistic. We have to be real. And hence why I said a lot of the time, if you don't know the business of music, you ain't making money from music. Believe it or not.
Even these American rappers, a lot of them are broke, blood. Just do your research, bro. They'll tell you themselves. They're making like, I don't know what, 8% on their tunes. They reckon, because that's if you're signed as well. So you're signed and you've got the marketing behind you, and your company is paying the radio stations to play your songs and blah blah blah. You think these guys are rich? They're not. They're living off advances that they get from the record label, bro. And that's what happens in this country as well. They get an advance, 100k, 200k. Yeah, they look like they're rich.
Can I say this, bro? Can I say this?
Like they're rich.
So on that, right? If your music is an expression of your background and your environment, right? Why don't you change your environment then? So then that way you can express something more.
Can man keep it G? Can man keep it 100? Yeah? I'm not gonna lie. Yeah? I make music. You get it? Do you know what I'm saying? I said, like, obviously that's the reason I'm in that. If that wasn't obvious, do you get it? But certain days, the reason why I make tunes is because the ends is fucked, bro. Do you get it?
So
the ends is fucked.
Out the ends then?
Huh?
Why don't you take yourself out the ends?
It's not that easy, bro. Like, what do you mean,
bruv? Like,
and that's why man they make music. That's why man they make music, because they're like, the ends are fucked and I'm trying to get out of the ends. You get it?
Wait, bruv. You telling me that you can't afford like a 1-room place for like $150 a week or something at the bits?
It's not that easy, bro. It's not that easy.
You keep saying it's not that easy. It actually is very easy to move out the ends. You just don't want to.
Bro, like, do it for 1 year. Try it for 1 year, right? Get yourself away from all the issues, right? And then just see for 1 year, right? See how things change. If it don't change, then go back to the bits then. And
bro, and that's what I said at the beginning of this live stream, bro. My life changed. When I went to America, bro, my whole perception of reality changed, bro. When I was still in London, in South London, with all my regular friends doing regular rubbish I was doing, bro, yeah? Like, bro, my mind was closed-minded, bruv. I didn't even have a perception of the world, of other people's reality and other people's background and the possibilities and the options that are actually out there. What you can actually do if you apply yourself. I had no idea, bruv. When you get out, that's when you see. When you
but King Richez, you're missing the point, King Richez. This is the point, though. Yeah, sometimes let me tell you the point with the music thing, innit? You see, when you get on your stream, yeah, I kind of see it as a way of you venting. Do you get it? Man, seen you come on stream before, and guys are pissed off, and you're like, bro, I'll bang this you in his face. You get it? You say this. So the same way for man, do you get it with the music thing? It's a way of venting, bro. A lot of us are frustrated, so we jump in the booth. And we're like, yo, this is the way of me saying what I want to say without repercussions. You get it?
There are repercussions, and that was the whole
image and their whole message is, I am a criminal, bro. My message has never been, I am a criminal. I want to beat up everybody. I'm gonna steal everybody's girl. I'm anything like that. When these guys get in the booth, they talk super thug. That's their image. That's what they're putting out there, bro. So to try and make that comparison, no, it's kind of weak, bro. Like, to be honest with you, I get what you're saying. I get what you mean by letting off steam or expression, but you gotta understand, yeah. Like, when I say certain things, I'm not glamorizing it. These guys, when they make these songs, they are glamorizing it.
Bro, do you know what? A lot of times they're not even trying to glamorize the thing, though.
Understand.
Sometimes they're not even trying to glamorize it, though. It just is what it is, fam.
No, but you're actually being a virus at this point, because it's young boys listening to this. Like, that is the target audience, is the young boys.
It's so crazy because a lot of these drill rappers, when you lot are speaking about these things, a lot of the time you lot are even incriminating yourself, because these judges will use it against you in court.
Yeah, they've been doing it.
They'll use it against you in court. So you want to express yourself, okay, express yourself and incriminate yourself then. And then when you now go in front of the judge, and the judge is asking you, how come you were rapping this? How come you were doing this? What are you going to say to the judge? Oh, I was just expressing myself. Is that what you're going to say?
Yes.
And the thing is, right, with King Richez, right, you have to respect the fact that he puts the work in as a boxer. So you must be a damn fool, right, to see this brother run your mouth up to him and then think to yourself that, right, that my man ain't gonna box your bumper clock down, right? When my man's putting the work in, so he's earned the right to say what he's saying, right? For the man that sits on his ass that's bashing buttons with his dick in his hand, he ain't got the right to say what King Richez said because he ain't put the work in. So that's it, yeah. So you have to respect a man's work rate as well. That's the difference. You're not seeing a brother who puts the work in what you think is easy.
Yeah, but some of these rappers have put in. Some of these rappers have mashed work, though. You don't know their work rate, bro.
I'm not talking slang, bro. I'm talking like
no, their work
rate, training,
bro.
turning up every day. Yeah, he's getting punched in the face, right? He has to take punches in the face to be able to say, right, boom. If next man want to talk pop, those hands are ready.
Yeah, but bro, you don't know that. You don't know artists that have been in street fights, all types of crap,
Street
bro.
fights,
Literally,
bro. Somebody
No,
who
but
gets up at
like,
the
bro,
crack
that's
of
a
dawn.
different. That's a completely different like realm, though.
This guy cannot be a day older.
You're talking
than
about
anyone.
a discipline, and you're comparing having street wars to actual a discipline. Like it's not the same, bro. It's not the same, bro.
So it's gonna be.
What's the insult? What are you calling it Egypt? You calling it Egypt, though, bro? Watch that.
Bro,
Watch
because
that.
no, I'm making it very
watch
frank,
that,
bro.
bro. Watch
You're not
that, bro.
talking anything
I watch
intelligent.
that, bro. Don't be calling me an Egypt online.
Okay, so what have you said that's intelligent?
Man's come here to have an intellectual debate. Nah, man came here to have an intellectual debate. Man, trying to call me an Egypt.
Everyone chill out. Everyone
Get it? This is why guys jump. This is why guys jump in the booth, bro. This is why guys jump in the booth, man.
Everyone chill out, man. No name calling. It's not that. We're not gonna go down that road. Yeah, it's not that.
Have you travelled
because
before?
you said it. I respect your thing.
Alright, cool.
Just respect my thing, bro. Don't be calling me an Egypt. Get it?
Everyone,
no
bro.
respect
Everyone
for you,
respect
There's
everyone.
nothing to respect.
Listen. Everyone respect
Unknown,
everyone.
have you travelled before? Have you left the country before?
Yeah.
Okay, and when you left the country, where did you go? Just out of curiosity.
Bare countries, bro.
Okay, so when you're on holiday, how do you feel when you're on holiday?
Depends, innit?
So what do you mean it depends? I'm just generally asking.
Depends where I've travelled to, innit? If the weather's nice or the weather's not nice, depends.
So can you give me an example of a country you've been to?
USA.
What part of the USA did you go to?
Different parts, innit? I've been to different parts.
So when you were in the USA, did you enjoy it? Did you like it?
Really? Nah.
So even to the hot places, you didn't enjoy?
It was aight. It's just meaty, innit?
It was meaty. Okay. Forget it. There's no point of me asking the rest of the questions.
Keep being so raw. I don't really like America like that. I don't like America
Okay,
like that.
anywhere else that you've been on holiday and you've enjoyed it?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you were on that holiday, what did you like about it? And what country was that?
The vibes, innit? Weather vibes. What's with these questions?
I'm asking because I want to see your perception of how you view things, because it seems like you're quite close-minded, you're stuck in London. As Richez said, when he went to America, it broadened his mind. It opened his mind to other opportunities. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I'm asking you if you have traveled and how you felt when you were on holiday, because I'm looking at it from a perspective of if you enjoyed going on holiday, wouldn't you want to be able to have the funds to do that more often? Wouldn't you be able to want to have the funds to enjoy the luxury of going on holiday? That's why I was asking you them questions.
Of course. But all I'm saying with this thing, right, is I agree with you lot. Mainly, innit? Like, we should be encouraging BLK boy youth, innit? To be like, to go down legitimate means, innit? But I fully know, in the hood, right, there's a lot of people who come from destitute situations, you get it? Where they're like, right, what do I do to make money right now? So they go and trap. Simple, innit? They do robberies, they trap, they do a bunch of stuff, and then they're like,
What age do you think that starts, bro? What age?
Young, bro, realistically.
Like what, like 11?
Yeah, bro, sometimes as young as that.
So at 11 years old, what are they really trying to buy, bruv?
Bro, some of this
desperate.
Yeah, but bro, King Richez, what you're missing is a lot of these youths are in foster care, though. A lot of these youths are in foster care, bro.
I've got friends like that. I get it. Bro. This is the thing. I understand what you're saying, bro. But the point is that it's like you're not catching where man's coming from. Like, do you get what I'm saying? And the thing is, by the way you speak, yeah, you're gonna understand what man's saying maybe further down the line. But right now, you're not. It's not because you're in it's like, bro, because I
He's
remember
got the
before I
trapped
went to the
mentality.
States, yeah,
He's got the trapped
my mind
mentality,
was
bro.
so like, this is it. What I see, this is it, and I don't even want to see anything. I don't even care what else is going on. I don't care. I got my friends. I got these kind of girls that are around, and this is it, bruv. Like, but bro, it's not. The world is, bro. You can't. A human mind can't even fathom how big the world is, bro. You can't really think of how big the world is. You get what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, when you say these things about, oh yeah, man them in the hood and they're in desperate times and they're thinking, raw, what can I do to get peas? Well, these men are trapping, I'm gonna start trapping as well. Bro, I'm sorry, that's not good enough, because there's people around the world that are living in far worse situations and they're not drilling and trapping, bro. And they make it out, bro.
That's not true.
And I'm saying in this country, in this first
can I
world,
respond to that, King
listen,
Richez,
hold on. In this first world country, UK, first world country, you know, where you have healthcare, you have the law to protect you, you have school, you can go to school, bruv. You can't tell me you don't have options, and especially at 11 years old, because that's the age when all these boys turn to this crap. 11 years old. What are you really trying to buy at 11 years old that you have to start trapping, bro?
This is what I'm saying though. It's not even about money per se. It's actually just about validation. Like,
I'm not gonna lie, I think it's 50-50. I think it's 50-50, bro.
Why do you keep doing this and then you'll get mad when I interrupt you? The thought process that, rah, man needs money still, then you decide to go and trap is insane. Most people do not think like that. You can go and make money from a job. You can go and make £20 an hour in a warehouse. That doesn't require you don't need no qualifications to work in a warehouse, bro. So I feel like it's not even, I think when we're talking about young youth, it's typically because they're looking for validation. They are gullible, they're impressionable, they're naive. They look at the guys on the block that have the chains and the gal and the nice car and the nice garments. They want to be like that. That's really what it is. And if they're older and they feel like they have no other options, it's because they want an easy way out. And they also don't want to work. They don't want to clock in. They don't want to do the hard work. They want the easy route out. That is the reality of it.
I think it's as black and white. I don't think it's as black and white. That's all I'll say. I feel like there's a lot of, and this is what I'm gonna say lastly before I drop down, because I got a decent in it. But
thank God.
Hey, you fancy each other. You two fancy each other.
Secretly, she's gonna be in my DMs. But secretly,
I know. And King, the fact that you even entertain that bullshit, I hate you for that.
No, but let me just say some last. Can I just say this last before I drop down on it?
Instagram.
And then you can rotate, man, innit? But I just feel like it's not as black and white, innit?
Don't ever ask me to come back on the pod. I'm not coming back.
Oh, why are you being so sensitive?
I'm not coming back.
Like, brother,
you're ruining in my market.
Can I just say this real quick? I don't think it's as black and white, bro. I feel like there's a lot of people, do you get it, who are just trying to make it out, and they're like, this is too hard, man. I need to do something in it.
So let me do something easier.
I need to do something in it. Do you get it? I don't think it's as black and white as we should just go into careers and just take the straight and narrow path, bro. There's a lot of times where people have to do stuff out of desperation.
That's really crazy you said that, bro.
And on that note, bye-bye.
Crazy you said that.
But yo, big up your thing, King Richez, bro. And yo, follow, man. Man's got Unknown Motion, Luxury Streetwear, man. I got merch coming to you, man. Follow my thing.
Free samples, then?
Of course, bro. Man, I send that to you for sure, bro. Defo.
That's what I like, bro.
Defo, bro. I'm gonna follow. Defo, bro. I'm gonna send that to you.
I'm gonna follow you now, then.
Say nothing, bro.
Trust me. But yeah, I appreciate you coming on.
Why are you not
respect, bro. In a bit. Respect.
Why are you not trying to pay the brother so he doesn't have to go and be desperate?
Bro, marketing. You don't understand marketing, man.
Yeah, but you can go. You can afford
be a
that.
brand ambassador.
You can afford it. You can afford it.
And plus, I've done clothing lines as well. I can help the guys.
Well,
you don't know what you're talking about.
You can afford it.
With your little
you can afford
Jiffy Pop hat on, bruv.
It's a bonnet. You can afford it.
Yeah, Jiffy Pop.
Don't tell me about no Jiffy Pop when you've got a woolly hat on, you dickhead, with a bubble on top, rude boy. Right? Why are you wearing a woolly hat with a pom pom on top inside?
Hey, because I like it.
Yeah, us your gums. Yeah,
I like it.
Us your gums.
I like it.
You can afford to pay for the garment, right? practice what you're preaching and support a black business.
Tomorrow we'll be talking about loudmouth women. Tomorrow, the issue of loudmouth women.
Yeah, starring me, bitch. What is he talking about? Wow.
Tomorrow we'll be discussing loudmouth women and why they need to pipe down, bruv.
Yes, and I will be here to stand up for my loudmouth.
You'll be there. You will be there.
Yeah. Now let me tell you something.
The loudest mouth here. Go on. Hey, but listen, I've been on for like 3 hours, so everyone's got to say their closing statement because, bruv, it's long, innit? Yeah. So,
in conclusion, I'm always correct.
Please.
I'm gorgeous. You know, not everyone can be like me. It's real hard to be a bad bitch, you know. Don't compare yourself to me.
You're part of the problem. People like you are part of the problem. See? I'm a bad bee. That's a part of it as well, you know. That culture.
I just want to say to any young boys that are in this live, please, drill music ain't the only way out. Pick up a trade, go do a traineeship, go do an internship, go do an apprenticeship, develop your skills, expand your skill set, and trust me, you will be successful. The world is your oyster.
Amen.
Amen. Awesome.
If they really want to make some serious money, get into STEM.
Yes.
Like them people in STEM, like I'll be honest, I'm in STEM, right? And I'm okay, I'll be honest. So this is why I'm just like, and people don't, they're looking at what these rappers are earning. These man, they're earning hundreds, like not 100, hundreds, right? So yeah, you look at them and they look like normal brothers. They make more money than these rappers. You know what I mean? Because that's stable, consistent money, right? So then they invest, and then on top of anyway, that's the best advice I can give. Get into STEM.
Absolutely. Forget all this entertainment crap, bruv. Yeah. And actually the STEM fields are actually like things that we need. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I'm sorry. All this entertainment is useless.
People make money.
It's not helping us. But go on.
There's cybersecurity, there's tech, they make money.
Yeah, anything to do with AI and computers, bro, get into that, bro, because that's the future anyway. It's the present and the future. Yeah, real talk. But anyway,
yo, let me add something before I go, bro.
Yeah, go on, bro.
Bro, you didn't really let me say half of what I wanted to say, but it's alright, bro. Bro, if you're like young and you're like watching this live, bro, just stay true to yourself, bro. Like literally, that's all you need to do, bro. Stay true to yourself, bro. You don't need to follow trends and all this bullshit, bro. There's rappers and shit, bro. Just be yourself, bro. Honestly. I don't really like the be yourself advice because sometimes being yourself is not really the best thing to be like. You need to like change who you are, but for the most part, yeah, just be yourself, bro, honestly. Like stay true to yourself. Try to do the right things. And bro, you'll be good, bro. Trust. Just believe that you're gonna get better, bro. And you're definitely gonna get better, bro. So that's it, bro.
Awesome. I really respect that. Good message. Mike, you're the last one, bro. Mike, are you still there? Is he falling asleep?
Alright, bless.
Alright, take care, man. Yeah. I think Mike's gone. Alright, so this has been an awesome live stream, man. I've been on for a while. Obviously, the live stream's going to my YouTube channel. Yeah. So you lot can watch it back and that. You get me? King Richez on YouTube. KING RICHEZ. 97.6 thousand subscribers on YouTube, man. All organic, yeah, on the ground. Yeah. And yes, if someone violates me, I will punch them in the face, yeah. It's bait.
Okay.
You guys have a good night.
Good night, chat. Bye.
Nah, hey, you lot later. I'm good. Later.